All right, I think I'm live. Hopefully. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry. There we go. All right, I think we're live. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry for being a little bit late. I had all kinds of issues this morning, but we're back with CWA Memphis, 1989. What's up, Paro? Big names today. The return of one of the all-time favorites. I saw that during the when I was looking for the thumbnail. How you doing, Paro? Let's see. This afternoon I'll be back for Boit Watch, and then I'm gone until Monday, where I think we're gonna revisit McHenry. I feel like we'll fall behind if we miss a day of McHenry, but that's my plan for right now. But Boit Watch live this afternoon, this morning, Memphis. What's up, Luna Star? But anyway, let's get into it. This is 1989 Memphis. Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees in the territory, The Undertaker, Buddy Landell, Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee. Too many people to even to really even grasp, I think. What's up, Shay Ambrose? Shout out from Wyoming. What's up? All right, here we go. What's up? It's me.
Hello again, everybody. Dave Brown here at ringside. We're ready to go with CWA Championship Wrestling. Today, we've got a bunch of folks here. Buddy Landell will be coming along a little bit later on.
Hey, Cody Turbo.
The Wildside is here. You will see the Blackbirds, Bill Dundee and Dustin Rhodes. Also, we've got an 8-man tag team match, and a couple of the folks in that, more than a couple. How
F-Wood hates me because of the car? Why?
about Freddy, Texas Dirt,
Why? I posted a bunch. What made him mad now? I've posted a bunch of videos.
and the Rock and Roll
Got a few
Express.
in there.
All of it coming up. We'll be back with the opener for you in
Karaoke
just a
weekend.
moment. Our opening match of the day just about set to go here. Spike Huber is scheduled to be stepping into the ring here in just
Oh,
a moment.
boy.
I see. Ronnie
Jeez,
King,
listen to that heat.
Frenchman. No. What are you doing? You keep with all these, not disguises, but different personalities every week here.
Parlez-vous, Francois?
What are you doing? I mean, that's the worst French I ever heard. I took French in college, and that's...
me to wee-wee all over your
Now
foot.
stop it.
You probably don't even parlez-vous fried egg.
Wow.
Dave Brown, let me tell you something. When I was the illustrious CWA promoter...
Let me tell you something. Oh, he's got a little French outfit on. What's up, KP? He's a bike guy. I don't own a bicycle.
Two-week run here, I booked a match with Spike Hubert, the greatest physical specimen in the wrestling business, with Jerry the Queen Lawler. I was very much impressed with Spike. Look at this body.
Why were you impressed in that? You booked
He
him as
carried
Lawler's
the whole
partner.
match.
Carried the
Lawler
match.
did nothing. Lawler did nothing.
He wouldn't even tag in.
That's what I said.
What's up,
I was
F-Wood?
very
What's up,
impressed with
T-Dog?
Spike Hubert. I just said that. What are you, an idiot? Can't you understand English?
Why were you impressed when the man wouldn't even get in the ring?
Because that's my type of wrestler. Anything
Jackie
he said I
Chan.
tell him to do, he does. Look at
What
this.
would you like me to do for you, Mr. Garcia?
How long did it take you to get a body like this, Spike? I want to know. How long do you have to train to look like this? Shut up, you sweat hogs, and eat your hearts out.
First of all, it'd be hard to explain to all these morons out here what it really is like to train in a gym to get a body like this. Should I really try to
Why
explain
don't
how
you give
long?
them- if they can hold back, why don't you give them a few of the poses? Give them a couple of poses.
You,
Spike.
right? Okay. How about this side check?
Oh, my goodness. Get a look at this, Dave Brown.
Look at the bike. How about a little crab?
Shit, I hope I don't start a fire.
You notice the crab?
Very,
How about the back lat spread? Huh?
very impressive, Mr. Gossett.
Look at this.
Doesn't prove he can wrestle.
He can not only
Do you have your songs already picked, Luna, or is it spur of the moment? Yes.
wrestle. Look how he looks. He trains every day, something that Jerry Lawler, he doesn't even know what a gym is. He thinks it's some hot dog stand or something. Look at him.
Get a shot of the
Get a
crab.
shot. Get that in and get it back here.
People wish they had crabs that look like this.
Who is this goof now? Look at this.
That's his opponent. Can we just take
All
it to
right,
the
let
ring?
me tell you something. That guy wants to be in the wrestling business, but he don't want to do anything about his body. Look at that body. Can you believe that? And he calls himself a wrestler.
I've made a few car videos, but very few.
Spike, how long will it take you to beat this idiot?
That bum there? Give me a minute.
A minute.
About maybe 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
I tell you what, Dave Brown, why don't you take your stopwatch and you time this machine and you see how long it takes him to dispose of this garbage you just sent in.
We keep time.
The VP stream did pretty good yesterday. I was kind of surprised. I figured it with it being like last minute, and then it picked up. I'm talking about on by my standards, but it picked up a bunch of VOD views, which was nice too.
On all the matches anyway, if Mr. Huber will step
I thought
to
it was
the ring
an
and this time
interesting
get in the
stream.
ring instead of standing out on the apron, then we'll get the bell. Let me get around here and I can ring the bell. And we will in fact time it. Let's see if Huber can back up his boast here. That he can beat Tim Hall in 30 seconds. Well, in less than a minute, he said. He can beat
Heat of the Moment's a great song.
I don't have a problem at all.
Well, he starts out with a body
Ooh,
grab,
standing
sits
leg
down on him
drop.
with the upper leg. Spike Huber picking Tim up, backing him under the ropes, whip across the way, dumps him.
I need a thing though. I need a thing to put in that'll hold the camera. I don't have one of those.
Over the back.
That man is a machine. Do you not call it? Look at that wrestling
What's up,
machine.
K9? You ready for some Spike Huber?
Picks him up in the air. Oh, my goodness.
Fork in that idiot, he's done.
Spike Huber, boy, I think he took a mean pill before he came in here.
Devastating, devastating.
There's a pin.
Well, that's an
1,
interesting
2,
pill,
and he-
or an interesting pin. He's talking about taking a mean pill. So he pins him in cowgirl style.
Devastating, devastating.
There's a pin. 1, 2, and he opens
Somebody
up
say
the
fired
count.
up. Buddy Landell is on the card, Daninsky.
The time on it was 46 seconds. He did.
And I don't know if it's in this one or the next one because I was just scanning to look. And also the third one, I did not have time to run through copyright, so we're completely flying blind on it. But one of the greatest Memphis talents ever returns.
Less than a minute. Okay.
Less than a minute. What did I tell you?
Well,
Great, Spike. 46 seconds. Less than a minute. Less than a minute.
it was in fact less than a minute. Okay, you did it.
He doesn't have a Rolex. He does well to have a Timex. Spike,
Timex.
give him a good pose before we go off. Give him a good pose. Get that camera in here. Stupid. Get
It was only, if it was longer than a minute, it's because that jobber didn't have any respect for the storyline, just like SD Jones sabotaged the storyline at WrestleMania. Screwing over SD Jones from like the fastest pinfall in WWF history.
Well, here they are. Spike Huber victorious in 46 seconds as he does, in fact, back it up. He was able to beat
Very close, but no. Well, maybe. I don't know. I didn't watch all of it.
Tim Hall.
You never really know when the Blue Knight might show up. Soon, Luna. I'm under a lot of pressure from the Marina Del Rey office. Craig Fingerling's really breathing down my neck.
In less than a minute. He and Ronnie P. Gossett head on out of here. I tell you what, why don't we just get another match going? Let me ring the bell here. That one was a short match, so let's just go ahead and
He weighs
get
pretty,
the next single match coming
pretty
up.
juiced.
Here's Buddy Landell. Buddy,
Let me
I
tell
wanna
you
talk
something,
to you
man.
just a minute here.
Listen here, Dave
I'd like
Brown.
to talk to you about the limousine. Come on, yeah, come on over for a minute. Hey,
Yes, he legitimately did. SD Jones was supposed to lose in 8 seconds to King Kong Bundy. He got butthurt about it because everyone on Earth except for 3 people knows SD Jones is nothing but a jobber. And he sandbagged Bundy and slowed the match down. WWF still recognizes it by the time that they wanted, but it's clear if you watch the match that it's not the time they said because SD Jones is sandbagging.
We want to find out about the limousine. And
What's
that
up,
match
Guido
with
Island?
Lawler.
That's
Well,
100%
obviously
true.
He's not interested in discussing the situation as Landell climbs on into the ring. I don't want to interview.
Oh,
Usually-
man. Who's this
usually
fella
we,
I'm in the ring
can't wait to
with?
get over here
Oh,
and be talking about this and that, but
No.
Part of that. Maybe we can get him to talk about it a little bit later. Here we go. It's Landell against William the Freezer Thompson. Landell.
oh my God, what a dream match. Buddy Landell against William the Freezer Thompson? Hell yeah. Oh, man.
Well, complaining about having his hair pulled. Tell you what I'm talking about. I think many of you wrestling fans know. A few days ago, there was a match in which Jerry Lawler put
Evil
the Unified
Josh,
World
no.
title up, and Landell had demanded a match. Lawler says, fine, you get the championship shot. You already had one. If you want another,
Woo!
Lawler says,
Man,
fine,
that was nice.
You get the championship shot. You
God
already had
damn.
one. Demanded a match. Lawler says, fine, you get the championship shot. You've already had one. If you want another one, you're going to have to put something of value up.
Buddy Landell sucks. How dare you?
$40,000 limousine. Well, we'll find out more about that a little bit later on.
Buddy Landell legit was going to be the world champ. Everybody admits that. Everybody talks about it in the shoot interviews. And he was like, fuck it. I'd rather get drunk. He had one of the greatest overall performers ever, and he's got one of the greatest promos of all time in Smoky Mountain. Right before he wrestles Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental title, he gives the speech about how his career's been a disaster and it's nobody's fault but his own. And this is it. If he can't get it together now, he's never going to be able to get it together. And then he comes back as an older guy at the conventions with like this kind of a new look, and I thought he looked pretty badass.
Let me tell you, Buddy Landell with Freezer Thompson on the mat.
Buddy Landell.
We're 1 minute into this action.
Buddy Landell is a king.
Landell.
He even got his own emote.
The Freezer. He weighs in at about 290 pounds.
Remember, was it Sid that kicked out of the leg drop at WrestleMania because of the run-in was off?
Him, locked that chin, and oh, look at that. Raking his arm across his face. Referee made him break it. Landell broke it only briefly, though, and he's right back on the hole. Buddy has him back up on his feet.
You were an indie wrestler, K9? What was your indie name?
Thompson forcing him, just using his weight, forced him back into the corner. Landell screaming. He was pulling tight.
Are you saying my show is informative? You got to mean Memphis, right?
Thompson break it clean. When Thompson broke it, Landell had him hooked
Woo!
with that leg, and he just shoved him down to the mat. Oh, look at Landell.
Remember when VP was talking about that guy going down on her? And she was like, woo!
Oh, with that right. Nailed William Thompson. 2 minutes into the action here.
Sid, if he was used right, was like phenomenal.
Schedule later on for you. The Wildside will be in here. Blackbirds will be here to go against Dundee and Dustin Rhodes. That's a match been looking forward to all week.
Paro he doesn't want to fuck with Tyrone.
Action will be coming up. You will see Rock and Roll Express. You'll see Freddy and Texas Dirt, all in the 8-man tag match
Excellent.
later today. Yeah, now you want to talk about Lawler. Let's. You wouldn't talk about the
Hi,
Limousine
Bethadone.
Lawler, though, huh? Hey, better pay attention to the match there.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Hey, shut up out in the crowd, you sweat hogs. Shut your fat wife up, pal. That's what I'd say in the ring. Do you think you can do that anymore? Do you think you can still say stuff like that to the crowd at like an indie show? Yeah, Vader got the short end big time, man. He got really screwed over. I'll never forget. I was a WWF guy growing up, so I saw very little of Vader until I was a little bit older. But I had read about him in the magazines, and they always made him sound like, you know, all the magazines were kayfabe. So I mean, it just seemed like this unstoppable beast. And then when he came to WWF, he did okay at first, but I'll never forget how depressing it was. On his way out, he jobbed to Justin Hawk Bradshaw in like maybe it seemed like it was under a minute. He did a few moves, and then he took the lariat and pinned him. And I just thought, like, man, Vader putting over Bradshaw at all, let alone like I think it was fresh off the Blackjacks gimmick. Like, it was really depressing. Buddy's an old school territory heel.
Over Frasier Thompson.
Great crowd
3.5
stuff.
minutes gone. I was starting to tell you, I told all you fans around Louisville, remember Tuesday night at the Garden.
Or like when Sean's stomping his head during their match.
Thursday, all you fans around Jackson, Tennessee, CWA will be in the Coliseum. Buddy Landell, pretty well.
I remember the
everything
Kane
here
match,
against
yeah.
Frasier Thompson.
He had some great matches there.
Is that his arm stretched?
That's what I've always heard, F-Wood. What about, did Vader ever wrestle Ken Shamrock while he was in there? Did they even have like a Raw deal? Or were they both baby faces?
Had his neck twisted. And Landell with that upper arm across the
People
forehead.
say that Vader stinks, but man, he can't smell worse than Eddie Kingston. I remember when I saw him back on the Indies, he was at just about all the IWA shows and Chikara shows that I went to, and he smelled terrible. Me and Jan and the people in our section used to chant old gym shoes at him. And Jan, I think I've told this story, but to me it's so funny. Shotgun Jan was like an Eastern European guy, and for some reason he thought that because Eddie Kingston wore Puerto Rican, he wore those garbage bag pants back in the day, he had like a Puerto Rican flag on him, and he thought for some reason if he badmouthed the rapper Daddy Yankee, who's also Puerto Rican, that would drive Kingston up a wall. So he would just start like yelling shit about Daddy Yankee sucks and stuff, and it had absolute, like, Kingston never, I don't think he understood anything, any of the things we were heckling him for.
Yeah, that's another thing Landell has done. He's raked his arm across his face, mashed his nose, gouged his eyes, you name it.
Oh yeah, I remember that in,
big body slam.
where was he at, Dubai?
On a man as big as Thompson. Landell drops with the upper arm. I didn't make you do anything, Landell. You're the one with a limousine scam there. Oh, the figure four. He's going to have to give it up.
Hold on, I think I missed a comment. Did he have a match with Shamrock?
Could continue. Boy, when Landell gets that one on here, there's just not much continuing for anybody, and Thompson no exception. Landell walking out of here. 4 minutes, 30 seconds. How about...
Oh, they had an FMW match. Okay, there we go. We can Kuwait. There we go, Kuwait. I'm not talking to you, Dave Brown.
Didn't want to say anything. Headed back to the dressing room, Buddy Landell. Well, we'll find out more about it later.
It was cold today. I had to wear my coat into Kroger. It takes that I record the episodes, and I forgot to do it last night, and then I went to I got up early, turned my computer on, and it was updating, and it just kept updating and updating it. So I was like, fuck it. So I went to Kroger. Craig Fingerling blowing up. We better not have dead air at 9:20.
October 8th, don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night, Owensboro Sports Arena. 7 top matches. Opening bout, Mike Davis faces the giant Plowboy Frasier. Rough and tough Don Harris battles fan favorite Freddy. Mike Davis faces the giant Plowboy.
Oh wow.
Frasier. Rough and tough.
Don Harris versus Freddy Krueger. What a match. What do you think? Who's going to win? One half of the Bruise Brothers or Freddy Krueger?
Don Harris battles fan favorite Freddy. The Red Hot Jeff Jarrett takes on the...
Ooh, the Red Hot Jeff Jarrett versus the Dirty White Boy. Good match.
Dirty White Boy. 6-man tag action.
Dustin Rhodes, Bill Dundee, and Jamie Dundee versus the Blackbirds and the other Harris, Don Harris.
Dustin Rhodes teams with Bill Superstar Dundee and young Jamie Dundee to battle the Blackbirds. Iceman King Parsons, Brickhouse Brown, and Harold Harris.
Oh, Harold Harris. Okay.
CWA Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, look at this matchup. Texas Dirt. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm seeing this correctly. Dutch Mantel is in the main event yet again.
Belt on the line against Bart's pickup truck. Texas Dirt versus Black Bart. CWA Tag Team Championship.
The world champ, baby.
Express versus Wildside. Added stipulation. Ronnie Gossett barred from ringside for this match. Main event grudge tag battle. Nature Boy Buddy Landell and Muscle Man Spike Huber.
Belt on the
Jerry
Mike
King
Harris.
And the modern day warrior Kerry Von Erich. Don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night, Owensboro Sports Arena.
Didn't we watch a couple of the Vader matches from some of those I can't remember who we saw him fight.
That's exactly right, Buddy Landell. You and that little muscle-headed friend of yours, Spike Huber, you guys come on down to Owensboro because
CW. Oh my God! Look at Ricky Morton. Oh man, both of them. This is prime Rock and Roll Express. Look at the facial expression. I'm gonna watch it back a couple times. I want to focus on each one of them.
Phone call, and you guys come. That's exactly right, Buddy.
All right,
Landell.
Ricky first.
You and that little muscle-headed friend of yours, Spike Huber, you guys come on down to Owensboro because I got friends too. I went out and made myself a phone call, and you talk about muscles. I call a man that's got.
This is what like every. Have you ever seen how the people who make those like lolcow videos? Remember somebody made one of Grace where her eyes were doing the. I feel like they always do that whether the person has crossed eyes or not. But like Robert Gibson is literally like the real life version of that.
Muscles in places. Most people made myself a phone call.
He just looks so cool and chill, and then each eye's in a completely different direction.
And you talk about muscles. I call a man that's
like, oh my God. Look at them. What a crew of guys, man.
got muscles in places most people don't even have places. The modern day warrior, Kerry Von Erich, and he's gonna be my partner. And Buddy Landell, I'm gonna get you once and for all, brother. And Spike Huber,
He looks real depressed.
right there this week in Owensboro. Tell him about it, fellas.
That's right. Let me tell you something, Ronnie Gossip. Now you're going to be Bart from ringside. We got nothing to worry about because brother here going to put his hair up. With you not around, I don't think we can lose, baby.
Without the help of Ronnie Gossip,
I kept cutting Let Me Tell You Something promos on Bethadone last night.
without the help of Ronnie Gossip, if the Wildside, Mark Starr, and Chris Champion can beat the Rock and Roll Express, I will be glad to sit down in the middle of that ring and have my head shaved and bald as a baby's behind. But you see one thing, Ronnie Gossip, without your help, baby, Owensboro, you have nothing to worry about, and I have nothing to worry about because the Wildside, you are going to go down with the new champions.
Well, Buddy Landell didn't want to talk about it. Let's see if we can get the King maybe out here and find out the deal on this limousine.
Oh, she sent me a message and she was like telling me that her new video didn't have any distortion, which by the way, it may not have distortion, but it was definitely like not the clean video we were promised. So I said, distortion free. Let me tell you something, cowpoke. I'll believe that when I see it.
Oh, I tell you what, I guess maybe we should have been a little bit more suspicious of Landell.
He's mad because he's probably has to work there.
Up in last week. King, Landell.
He could see the entire ring at once, just nothing in the middle.
Say a word about it, but
Well, I'll tell you why I won't say a word about it.
King Lawler, hell yeah.
If I could, I want to. There's a gentleman here in the back. If we could call it Mr. Alan Smith here, that probably has a few words that he'd like to say about it.
Mr.
Now,
Smith?
I think most people realize that's right. Could you come right here, Mr. Smith? Appreciate it. That when I won this limousine from Buddy Landell, he had come out here on television, told everybody how I demanded he put up something of equal value of the world title. He had worked.
So Buddy Landell put his limousine up against Jerry Lawler's title and lost.
He had saved, he had sweated to buy this limousine. It was the prized possession of his life. And then he had it parked down there at the arena. And
Hey, Jude, let's take a look at all my superheroes. Ah! I wore this jacket when I sat next to Jim Ross.
the match.
Hey,
the match took
Jude.
place. I came out on top. The contract was signed, sealed, and delivered. I was supposed to walk out of there and get in the back of that.
Dutch Mantel is so over in the territory, everyone stopped shaving their shoulders. Like Lawler, Gibson, they've all given up because they know the Dutch look is in.
Limousine, right?
exactly right.
Well, that's what I did. I got in the back of that beautiful, nice, long limousine, but I got a little surprised when I got in there. And Mr. Smith, if you just tell everybody exactly what took place between Buddy Landell and you before this situation.
Okay, I was called on a Friday afternoon.
Who's
by
this
a gentleman.
loser?
He said his name was Buddy Landell, to rent a car for last Saturday morning, and he said he wanted it again for Monday night.
These are some like super stonewashed jeans Lawler's got on.
You know, number one, I should have known he didn't know about a limousine when he said $40,000. Cost a lot more than that.
That's exactly right. Now, in other words, you own what?
Classic limousine service, yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so what the situation is, Buddy Landell went down and rented a limousine and told everybody.
Oh, okay. So he rented a limousine from this guy, from this old guy, and then he passed it off as his own to get the title match.
It was his.
Now, you know, I understand the
Good
situation
thinking.
here. I'm certainly not going to hold Mr. Smith responsible for something like
Hey,
this.
Dave's
I realize
channel.
now that Buddy Landell, the low-life scum that he is,
How you doing, buddy?
has pulled, like you said, Dave, one of his little scams here.
Well,
And,
let's be realistic, Cody. If he wants that CWA title, he's got to go through, well, right now he's got to go through Texas Dirt, but Dutch Mantel will be back at some point. And Lawler knows if he's going to have a chance in hell of getting over on on Dutch Mantel, he's going to have to be in peak physical condition.
I understand there's a little bit more. There's something else, right?
Yes, I haven't even got my money yet for renting the limousine.
Oh, he didn't even pay the rental
You
fee.
You left the limousine, I didn't get any money.
So, Buddy Landell, what I got out of winning this match was I get stiffed with a limousine bill.
Buddy Landell, Limousine, EFD, $306.
Not the limousine. I'm supposed to have a big, nice, long limousine, and all I've got is a big, nice, long bill for a rental. So let me tell you something, Buddy Landell.
Let me tell you something.
You gutless jerk, you low-life scum. You know what I'm
They
telling
love
you?
that shit.
I know you're back there in the back, and I know you're watching this monitor right now. If you got any guts in your low-life, stinking, slimy, rotten body, you'd come out here and face me man to man. First of all, you'd pay this gentleman...
Jimmy can do that pretty good, where he'll get on a ramble of like listing a bunch of negative terms for somebody.
Right here for that limousine. Second of all, you'd pay me for what I figure you owe me. What you said.
Pay
that
what you
limousine was
owe,
worth,
Buddy
what
Landell.
that belt is supposedly worth about 40 grand, Buddy Landell. So
40
why don't you
grand?
Come out here and be a man. Show everybody here that you do have a little bit of guts. Come on, Buddy Landell. What are you waiting for?
First of all, can you show me the receipt where I signed for that limousine?
You gutless
I never seen this man in my life.
I don't see him. I'm not sure he's going to come out of here because he didn't want to discuss this at all. And now I think everybody understands exactly why he didn't
I
want to say
think
it.
why don't we can somebody go get Buddy Landell and tell him to get his rear end out here because I got something I want to talk to him about.
Well, we'll see.
I
If
like
we
how
can,
of all the big name Memphis talent, Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee, Tommy Rich, Austin Idol, we have emotes in the chat for Buddy Landell and Boy Tony.
Yeah, we've got somebody on the way to see if we can find him there. Well, King, I certainly understand, and I think everybody understands.
Come on, get him out here.
Man says he owns a $40,000 limousine.
Come on, Gutless. Come on out here, Buddy Landell.
Come on, Gutless.
What's the problem? What do you mean, what's the problem? Here's the problem right here. Do you recognize this gentleman right here, Buddy Landell?
Never seen him before in my life.
Let's go.
Let me tell you
Amazing.
something, Buddy Landell. The problem right here. Do you recognize this gentleman right here, Buddy Landell?
Never seen him before in my life.
Let me tell you
I
something,
barely
Buddy
knew
Landell.
her.
The way I figure this is, you owe me a nice, shiny new limousine, or either you owe me about $40,000, which is
Look at
what
his
you said
face.
it's worth. This gentleman right here said they're worth a lot more than that. But I'll take 40 grand. How about it, huh?
Would you like that in small bills, or you?
No, I'll tell you what.
Oh, wow.
I like it in your heart if I have to take it.
Oh, man.
Hey, come on. Spike Huber out here holding Lawler up, and there's
Here you go, Lawler.
behind him, egging him on.
There's your 40 grand.
Landell nails the King with the chair. Hey, there's your $40,000. How about this in change for 40 stitches?
Great interview.
King, Dave Brown. There's your king.
Landell hit him with that chair. He's got him cut open. We had some help for Lawler out here. Come on,
I was so hoping that he would just make the worst possible defense, but sell it so well, and he did. What do you think if somebody came out today on the show on Raw and was like, "Listen, this motherfucker over here, he put a rental car in my name, and I want the money back. Could you get that over as a blood feud in 2026? An argument over a rental car?"
completely on.
He was distracting from the gig. Lawler was doing it pretty openly. I assume that's what he was doing.
Spike Huber and Buddy Landell doubling up. Huber comes out and grabs Lawler, holds him up while Landell names it. Yeah, there we go.
When Buddy Landell said, "I've never seen this man in my life," it was like, I mean, that was just 100% pure life-affirming joy.
Express out here, Dustin Rhodes.
I've never seen him in my life.
Rid of him. It's ridiculous.
Oh, look, Texas Dirt came out. Good to see him.
Yeah.
Second only to Dutch in the territory.
We'll take a break. CWA Wrestling will be back.
Oh, man, what a great interview. What a great segment. You better pay this limousine bill. He has dork energy. I wanted to get over, though, like, I thought that said Camel Toe, Indiana. I want it to be serious, though. I heard that he did, like, a music video, and apparently it didn't go very well, so they deleted it. And I watched this guy. I'll try to find the video. But there was this, it was a black podcast, and they were talking about why physical media is going away and stuff. And they actually had, which I was super high, and it was pretty basic stuff, but I thought they had some good points about if everything is streaming, then they can change it however they want to, which we've talked about Stranger Things before, how they went back and altered the earlier episodes to fit for the way they wanted the plot to go later on. And I always hate that. I think that's bullshit. But they had some good, it was a really good get high and chill type vibe.
October 8th. Don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night.
They stole Texas Dirt.
Top matches. Opening bout.
His costume.
Faces the giant plowboy Frasier. Rough and tough Don Harris.
Let me ask you something. If Netflix tell you they ain't gonna put it out on DVD, that's a manipulation, because what the so-called white man looking to do is he want to change the movie you watching, right? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Six-man tag action. Dustin Rhodes teams with Bill Superstar Dundee and young Jamie Dundee.
No, he's pretty close, though. I mean, Dutch is a little bit better, but I don't know what to think of that video of Clarence where he had the big picture of himself behind him and he was like geeking out. This must be a new feature. Remember he was sticking his tongue out and shit?
Bart from ringside for this match. Main event, grudge tag battle. Nature Boy Buddy Landell and Muscle Man Spike Huber.
Uh-oh, we got Von Erich in the territory. Hey, is that another synchronicity? Is South to West still in here? That's got to be a synchronicity, right? Kerry Von Erich had his foot amputated. Blade had his toes amputated. That's another lineup. Fusion Studios synchronicity.
Sports Arena.
Oh no, Ronnie! The Rock and Roll Express might run out here and steal them!
Okay, so we've got Steele, who's like the Shelton, he wears the Shelton Benjamin kind of vibe, and then Big O. We saw Big O, I think, on the last episode last week, and I think he was absolutely the shits. I can't remember who he's wrestling, but I think Big O was absolutely terrible.
Now the Wildside, Chris Champion, Mark Starr out here for their match, putting away that snake the champion carries with him.
That cereal video cracked me up.
You're a snake yourself, Dave Ross.
I'm being attacked on TikTok.
Just wondering how you tell the snake from Ronnie Gossett, tell you the truth. Gossett out here as manager, of course, for the Wildside.
Well, luckily that's available pretty widely on physical media. I think MGM put that out, didn't they? As part of their midnight movies set, I want to say.
They're going against TD Steele and the Big O. And
TD Steele and the Big O.
tag team action here today. Mark Starr with the cover. Big O running to the boot over in the corner.
I mean, it is inarguably true, though, that they do it. I mean, if you go to watch It's a Wonderful Life on Amazon, there's like a bunch of the movie is cut out because there's only one part of it that's covered by copyright. So Amazon just removed that, kind of like how I do with Memphis Wrestling. Just cut out a song, and that's what Amazon does with shit. They just cut that one part out of It's a Wonderful Life, so it's like a completely different movie.
They make the tag. Chris Champion with a big drop kick.
I don't have time to be any other characters.
Got a 1, 2. Whoa, he picked him up. Picked him up. Referee, the 3 count actually hit the mat, but just before it hit, he picked him up. There is count of 2. He picks him up this time. The Rock
Rock and Roll Express have got 2 chances against
Or
my
like,
Wildside.
Death Wish 2, I think there's a version on a lot of the streaming services that shortens some of the scenes. Tubi has a ton of like movies where you're like, holy shit, they've got this like kind of extreme horror movie on here, and then you click on it and it's 15 minutes shorter than the version that's on DVD. I just wish they would label them and say at the beginning, like, this has been edited. YouTube does. If you watch a real, like, official studio movie on YouTube, it will tell you whether or not it's been edited for content or anything.
Slim and
In my
Nut.
experience.
Well, remains to be seen when the match.
You sent the karaoke videos? All right.
Rock and Roll Express in the past.
I'll put the list together after the show ends.
Had some pretty good success until you interfered, Mr. Gossett. That's D.D. Steele in there now. Mark Starr has him down. Whoa. Had him for a 2 count.
Yeah.
Steele off the rope. Runs into a drop kick. Boy, one thing about it, both of these guys at the wild side can get off the mat.
Like, put all the Doomer dossiers in a 2 DVD set.
And really fly through the air with those drop kicks. They don't mind climbing the ropes, springing down on their opponent.
I mean, like, you laugh, but to some people, even though probably there'd be zero interest in that, in reality, if I did it like 25 years from now, someone would find one of those DVDs and it would become like a expensive thing. Physical media collectors are crazy. The Blu-ray world and 4K world is completely fucked between like the absolutely bloodthirsty boutique labels that have ruined what was once a great hobby by turning it into like a constant fear of missing out. Oh, we're only going to have this title for this long. Oh, and we're only going to have it with this for this long. Oh, and then people love those slip covers. Who gives a shit? But like between that and the people who will buy just whatever and then never watch it, don't give a shit, they're just collecting it. When you make this shit like where you're collecting, you're not like enjoying, you're not like building a library that you'll use and enjoy and whatever. I just think it ruined it. But it's so expensive now to collect physical media.
They're dangerous.
But they drive the prices up on everything.
No doubt about it. Chris Champion back in.
I will not be doing steel
Dropped it
books.
down on TD Steele. Count of 1. Whoa, he picks him up at the 2 count once again. Once again, the wild side refuses.
Like if I want a particular like obscure 80s, regional horror film, like back, I don't know, definitely pre-pandemic. I mean, like a studio like Vinegar Syndrome would put out 4 movies a month. And you had a bunch of labels that put out that many, but they were like $20 a piece. You could get a discount if you bought all 4 of them. You get an even bigger discount if you just paid for 6 months or a year's worth of them in a row. But it was expensive, but like you could still amass a lot of stuff regularly for a reasonable price. Now it's like $34.99. You can only get this movie on halfway to Black Friday sale and shit like that. It's infuriating.
To go for the 3 count. Steele
Don't get me started on
nailed by
the
Champion.
ruination of physical media.
Upper arm
And
by
now
Chris
all the like Gen Z people, since it's a trend now and it's a hobby now, and you can get views on TikTok by buying 100 copies of Click. That's all you got to do. But like they're now like we're getting even new people into physical media instead of just being a bunch of like Gen X and Boomer guys. So that's driving the price up even more because they're not buying them like, oh, I want to see this movie. They're buying them as like a relic or an artifact. So like they're willing to pay way more. It sucks.
Champion over to the corner and the tag made on Mark Starr. Champion holds him up. Starr drops down. Champion nails him from behind.
Who do commentary and dubs? Yeah, me, F-Wood. I don't like the channels though that try to do like the Mystery Science Theater 3000, like where they script out. I can't remember what the guy's name was, but shit, he made an ape movie that I reviewed, Psycho Ape maybe. That guy was talking to me about when he was doing some like MST3K knockoff stuff, and he had everything he said on the, like in the commentary and the jokes was all scripted.
There's a cover, 1, 2. Steele kicks out at the 2 count.
I don't think the bubble's gonna burst too bad because streaming is getting shittier and shittier. And according to that Black podcast that I listened to, physical media is gonna get even harder to find. Or be like, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there used to be a time where pretty much any movie that was made, no matter how small it was, no matter how shitty it was, would come out on DVD, like a newer release. There's still a huge backlog that never made it past, or even made it to VHS, let alone DVD. But like, if a movie came out and you had heard about it, you could probably buy it. I mean, 99.9% of the time you could buy it on DVD. You might have to buy it direct from the company, like on a made-to-order basis. But now that's not true. Like, there's tons and tons of big movies that are streaming only, like that never got a physical release. Netflix has a deal, though, with Criterion that gets a bunch of stuff put out. But it's kind of weird to see K-pop Demon Hunters in the Criterion collection. But I'm not going to gatekeep it. Fuck it. Anything that helps physical media.
Here's Chris Champion coming in.
Oh, I have some of those or I did have. I don't so much anymore.
Off the ropes. Champion catches him with a knee. Well, the referee says, don't do it. Oh.
But like, independent filmmakers will put out a movie on VHS, just, you know, on a really small batch, and those end up being worth a bunch of money.
Champion does it anyway when a referee is trying to keep Mark Starr out of the action. Steele has his head rammed into the mat. Chris Champion just continues to work on him. Wildside has totally dominated the match from the opening bell. They have passed at least.
Speaking of which, I saw a K-pop Demon Hunter in my in my Fortnite game this morning.
3 or 4 opportunities where they had an almost certain 3 count. And a couple of times Steele has been able to kick out of it. Up on the top rope. Oh, Champion powers him down to the mat. Count of 1, 2. This time they make it stick for the 3 count and the win for the Wildside.
LA AIDS Jabber is not going to get a Criterion. Legitimately, though, the one from Visual Vengeance has everything Criterion could have done and more. Like, a Criterion edition could not surpass the Visual Vengeance edition. And I know F-Wood because I interviewed, what's his name, that dude that made it. And I hosted finally, after like 30 years, it finally got a, like, premiere. Don't get me started on LA AIDS Jabber.
Just a sample of what the Rock and Roll's going to get. If they want to come out here right now, we'll give them
The guy kind of remember George Durunda says, like, oh, I'm going to go to Orlando and we're going to have prime time in Orlando, and then that's all you hear from him. The last time I heard from, I think his name's Drew. The last time I heard from him, he was telling me that they were trying to get a sequel. He was wanting to get a sequel together. And then he wished me like a happy Thanksgiving a couple times. And then I never heard from him again. So I'm assuming that we're probably not going to get LA AIDS Jabber too.
some of this.
That's nothing. That's the one. It's going to happen to rock and roll. Bring it on, rock and roll. Because I'm going to take you to hell.
If you've never seen LA AIDS Jabber, it's about a guy who finds out that he has AIDS and he gets really mad and he gets really dysfunctional and he tracks down all these people and just kind of yells at them and just acts up for the entire movie.
And you ain't coming back.
The Wildside taking the Snake, Gossett, and the Belts on their way out of here. Well, I tell you what.
No.
I want to talk to Texas Dirt here in just a minute, and I've also got an interview.
I used to do Kickstarters for Bills Above, but then he got got a lot of attitude with me one time.
Here's Dirt right here. Let's go ahead and get him out here, and then we'll hear what Black Bart.
What do you mean, don't spoil it?
Texas Dirt.
Pleased to meet you. Texas Dirt, how you doing today?
Didn't we watch it on here one time?
You know about the match, of course, with Bart and the pickup truck.
Yes, I've heard about the match, and I want to see, did Bart have something to say about it?
Yes, he did.
Well, he's never a man lost for words. Let's hear what he had to say here.
Here's Black Bart.
You know, Texas Dirt, Dutch Mantel, you've got something that I used to own. And the way you took it, in my book, was wrong. And you know how you took it. You took it by cheating, lousy ways.
Oh,
and
come
that's
on.
exactly what I called you before. And now you proved it to everybody, Dutch Mantel, Texas Dirt, if you will. You have got the CWA heavyweight belt with some hurt ribs to boot. Now remember, Dutch Mantel, you've got to fight me again, but the promotion say...
I wish we could watch Chick Boxer on here, but unfortunately, like, the parts that really make it... I guess we could just watch it. They are right at the end, and I just have to end the stream and delete it right after the movie ended, but it's such a good movie. It's so nuts, and then it has, like, just one of the wildest twist endings, and I showed it at an art exhibition, and I forgot. I remembered one kind of controversial part, but I forgot about the other part, and the people were really... Some of them were not happy about it.
Bart, put something up that'll make it just a little bit more interesting. Well,
Mass
boys,
Jobber.
let me tell
He's
you
going for the He's the CWA champion. What are you talking about?
something. You've heard of Cadillacs, and you've heard of limos, and you've heard of Jaguars. Well, I'm going to show you a cowboy's Cadillac. Even you, Texas no-good dirt Mantel, will understand where I'm coming from. If you look right here, this right here is called a Texas Cadillac. And this thing belongs to me. It's my Cadillac. And this thing belongs to me. It's mine. Paid for, signed, sealed, and delivered. And Dutch Mantel, they say put something up. Well, this is what I'm putting up.
It is a
It's
flex
mine.
to have a
And
fully
you
paid
know
off vehicle.
how I feel about my pickup truck. It ain't going nowhere because
No,
of
he didn't.
one thing, and you're looking at it. If you have the guts to get in the ring and defend that title, which I doubt, this is just...
Hey, I tell you what, F would maybe pick somebody higher up the card than SD Jones, and maybe the people you like will start winning matches.
For you, if you beat me, you drive off in this. If you can, and I'm going to make absolutely for sure of one thing, and one thing only. You, my friend, will not be able to drive this truck.
Only
out of
one
the
thing.
building If you do beat me, which you ain't, and guess what else? I will personally see to it that night. You will take off.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, how is every match? What's up, Hugh Scanlon? Is every match on this card about a feud over a vehicle?
The dadgum thing that's got them blue lights on top, them red lights that goes, woo, woo, woo. I'm going to beat you, Dutch Mantel. And them ribs, buddy, them ribs are going to get worse. They ain't going to get no better. Every time you take a breath, you think of Black Bart.
Well, now, he is right now. My ribs is being hurt, and he whooped on them with that branding iron. But let me tell you one thing, Bart.
Hold on a second. Somebody's making a bunch of noise outside. Sorry.
Are you sure he owns that pickup truck? I hate to win that thing and find out he still owes about 18
Dutch
months
has
on it. I gotta
performed at
pay it off, but
WrestleMania.
I tell you, I know how cowboys feel about pickup trucks. They like them. Now, Bart, I want you to take it down, wash it up, clean all that tobacco spit out of it, clean that horse manure out of the back of it.
And again, Dutch has the only modern angle that made people so believe so much that it scared WWE, and they had to have them come out and break kayfabe on TV and remind everybody that this is just a show. That's how much they believed in Dutch Mantel. Nobody believed in SD Jones.
Spray some disinfectant in it because I don't want it to knock me down when I get in it.
But I'm on, and yeah, Bart.
He was
leave that gun
retired,
rack in the
F-Wood.
back with that big rifle there, because when it's all said and done, I might have to shoot you and then drive on off. Now, I'm the CWA heavyweight champion, and that surprised you. And when we get back in the ring, I want those keys laying over there on the desk, because after I
We do
beat
have
you,
one
Bart,
long
I'm
shot.
going to reach down, and I'm going to put it in there, and I don't want to have to call no mechanic out to jump start it off so I can drive it out of the building. Because, Bart, I got your number. You know I got your number, and yeah, my ribs is hurt. But by the time we get through, Bart, that won't be the only thing that's hurting, because payback is a hard price to pay. Thank you, Dave Brown. It's been a great interview. Thank you.
Thank you. Texas Dirt. We'll be back. The ring awaits. Here comes referee Jerry Calhoun, and not far behind could be the Blackbirds. Brickhouse Brown, Iceman.
That clip you were talking about, I listened to F-Wood too, and I was kind of surprised. They were asking him, like, what booking. I'm sorry if I'm talking loud. It's loud here, but he one of the things he booked was the original Tony Falk losing streak, not the one that we saw, but the one that happened the first time that they used that. So Dutch was even able to get somebody over by having them lose matches. That's pretty impressive. Yes, he was in the orchestra match. F-Wood is just jealous of Mantel because he had a rich, illustrious career both in front of and behind the scenes. And then he became one of the top podcasters.
Not Harold Harris. You're not Harold.
F-Wood actually tried to get Mantel to do the podcast before James, but James was able to offer up a little bit more of the greenbacks.
Harold Harris, Boss Winter out here in their corner. I don't know what's going on there. Boss Winter, they're apparently going to be their manager here today. As the Blackbirds step into the ring, their opponents should be coming along here very shortly. We are talking about, of course, the superstar, Bill Dundee, and his partner,
Who, Dutch?
Dustin Rhodes.
He may not be allowed to drive anymore. I'm not sure.
Pointing to this match. If you were with us last week on CWA Wrestling, you know that the Blackbirds, for no reason, attacked Jamie Dundee, who was just at ringside taking pictures.
Oh, yeah, remember?
He didn't interfere in anything.
At the last show, they beat up Jamie Dundee because I thought it was I thought it was Eugene Levy from the crowd.
Or anything. He just was out there taking pictures, and Brickhouse Brown and Iceman Parsons attacked him.
Where's Harold
He
Harris?
asked for this match. He's got it. Little chance to get back at him, and with Dustin Rhodes as his partner, this one shapes up to be a very, very interesting match. Here we go. In the ring, here comes Brickhouse Brown.
Toyota Tundra.
Getting the man into the ring. Yeah, let's shake hands, says Brickhouse. Dustin, don't do it.
Ooh.
That's why right there. Brickhouse Brown nails him with the boot. Look at Dustin. Reverse him.
Woo!
And then dump him over his back coming out of there.
Man, he's a big old dude.
The Blackbirds have just been run out of the ring.
Wow.
By the superstar and Dustin Rhodes.
We'll never know now.
Acting as the Blackbirds manager here today is just livid. He couldn't believe what happened. Assured the referee there had to be cheating involved in order for both of his men to be run out of the ring. Double fists are illegal, boss. You are right about that. Let's make sure the guys over here in the green.
Remember when Boss Winters had to referee all the matches on the card?
Dustin Rhodes over to the corner, makes the tag on his partner.
Uh-oh, here comes Superstar.
Brown says, let me out of here. He's the one that I think started it when they nailed Jamie.
Oh,
last
man,
week.
nice.
He's the one that I think started it.
Little jab.
When they nailed Jamie last week, and Billy couldn't wait to get
Man, that was a rope.
He's the one that I think started it. When they
Boom, man, I like good punches. That looked good.
Wait to get him with a fist, and he just did pop him right on the jaw with it.
Some classic chain wrestling from Dundee.
Brickhouse able to get the right shoulder up.
What is he doing out here?
Dundee makes the tag. Here's Dustin Rhodes, big upper arm. Crowd says, yeah, let him have it. Brickhouse Brown looking for help, not finding it. Minute and a half into the action. We got a big 8-man match still to go.
Oh, wow.
Don't go anywhere. As if this one didn't hold your attention enough, huh? Brickhouse Brown took a swing at Dustin. Dustin, tall as he is, ducked under it. Over to the corner.
I wish we could watch Mid-South.
They double up on him a little bit. Boss Winter says, hey, one at a time. Get one of them out of there. Brickhouse Brown over to the corner. Rolls out of the ring. He did not tag Iceman.
We as a people have been oppressed for so long because of action just like that.
We as a people.
Come on, ref.
Boss Winter. My goodness. Bill Dundee. All right, he's losing no opportunity to complain. Dundee stalking. Brickhouse.
Hey, Dave's channel, what about if I win the lottery and we do Heroes of Wrestling? Why not? He has who? Dustin wrestling a total. Wow, 3,000 matches? Well, no, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, what if we, because we need a veteran to put the belt on in the beginning to kind of help usher in the beginning of the promotion. Should we get, so we can't really use Raven because he's having problems. We'll book Raven though. But should we build around Jamie Dundee in the beginning?
Brown said, oh, can we talk this over here? Iceman leaning into the ring. He still stays out there, though. Brickhouse, the official man in the ring. Bill Dundee back on his feet. Right hand by Brickhouse Brown. He nailed him with a fist. Dundee thrown into the corner.
Mr. Hughes, is he still around? Yeah, Dustin would have been one of the last guys to kind of, he didn't go through, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I don't think he went through like all the territories because it's a little late for that, but one of the last guys to like kind of come up through that system.
Bill Dundee ducks under. Iceman nails him with the upper arm this time, though. Parsons goes into some celebration.
Heel champ, yeah, but then like after about 6 months, he would kind of start to do a natural babyface turn because it would be a studio show, so they would see him week after week, and eventually he would just win them over. And at that point, then that's when we would bring in, we would start to position Savvy Guy as the incoming heel, and then we would kind of have him, he would get the belt off of Jamie Dundee, and then Jamie Dundee would do like a baby face, you know, I'm leaving the promotion kind of speech on the way out. And then that would set up Savvy Guy to carry us until our next big title change with Jimmy.
Dundee in some trouble here. Parsons over to yell at the crowd. Dustin Rhodes.
Memphis, Texas. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Right in the midsection as Dundee.
I mean, that's a pretty good. I mean, like, some people were still working in Memphis much, much later, but it wasn't like you could go to, you know, 6 or 7 different places. I think Raven was one of the last guys through too. That's kind of why I would, which again, I'm not going to win the lottery, so it's never going to happen anyway. But that would be another reason I would want him as like, to have him as the first champ, as like the last of the last of the territory guys. Well, except for Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, who will never stop wrestling.
He was on his way to the corner to tag Dustin. He He was stopped midway there. Now Parsons turned him a flip back toward the Blackbirds' corner. Tag made. Brickhouse Brown for the Blackbirds comes in. Brickhouse using that gloved right fist.
You think Memphis has petty storylines. Wait till you see what Heroes of Wrestling 2 is going to deliver.
He's got him covered. Count of 1, 2. Dustin Rhodes there with an assist. Breaks it up at the 2 count. Billy gets to the corner, gets the tag, and here is...
Imagine Raven coming out as the champ and interrupting the show and demanding the microphone and saying that he didn't get any sleep last night because this little punk in the room next door was whispering into his camera all night. And then he just squashes Eric McHenry.
Here's Dustin Rhodes. He's been watching all of this from the corner. He finally got the tag, and he nails both of them with the elbow.
I like Mr. Hughes.
Grabs one, Dustin the other. Dundee's got Parsons. Dustin Rhodes takes Brickhouse, swings it backward. Boss winner in there with a cane. Disqualification on the Blackbirds. And the win is going to go to Dundee and Dustin Rhodes as Boss winner. Couldn't stand it as the Blackbirds were about to get beat fair and square.
Absolutely, yes, for sure, KP. That could definitely be the case.
Square in there, and Boss winner nails him with a cane. What is this? He's got a spray can of something that he's just passed into the ring.
Uh-oh.
The Iceman Parsons, who sprays it in a towel and puts it over Dustin
This is
Rhodes'
what happened
face.
when Eric McHenry discovered he was a monster.
Now he nails Dundee and puts the towel over his face. Boy, Dustin is out. I don't know what that is. Boy, Dundee just about out, too.
Yeah, something like that, Izzy.
Jamie in to help out. He jumps on Iceman from behind. Brickhouse Brown, look out.
I'm trying to think if I ever even... I'm trying to think of... If I would have seen him. He was out of Ring of Honor, I think. And I'm trying to... I don't think I saw him on any IWA shows. I don't think I've ever seen Raven live.
Around behind him and pounds him with an upper arm. Jamie
I think I would remember it. Like, I remember seeing New
smells
Jack.
like ether. I can smell it over here now. That Boss brought in that can. Whatever it is, Dustin and Bill Dundee are both out of it. And they have just slammed Jamie Dundee.
Or like it could go be an ongoing thing where McHenry refuses to fight Raven and he refuses to stop making whispering videos at 2 o'clock in the morning. So like Raven starts to just use his promo time to tell people to unsubscribe to Eric McHenry until he boils over after losing like 8 subscribers.
Jamie saw what was happening to Bill and to Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah, you don't hardly ever see the security guys get involved.
Well, they've got that towel over his face, too. There goes Boss Winter out of here. Yeah, we do need some help, as Jerry Calhoun said. Now, what is this?
That's when I would have liked to have seen him, honestly, Izzy. I was trying to remember if I had seen... Because he had a feud with CM Punk in Ring of Honor, too, but it was before I started going there. Would you guys ever want to do a stream or two where we watch like the old Raven training seminar videos and the remember he did that whole series with Ring of Honor about how to be a heel, how to be a babyface, all that kind of stuff?
Come on. Yeah, the Boss just brought a paper sack in here. They got a dress in there they're putting on Jamie.
Yeah, Ravens was in Memphis. He's already been here, I'm pretty sure, at least once. We've seen him. It was a pretty brief window, but he was definitely here. Scotty the Body.
After using that ether or whatever it was.
Yeah, because we got some interesting matchups, I think, while he was here. Was it Raven versus Mick Foley that we saw? Scotty the Body against Cactus Jack? I can't remember.
Come on. Can we get
Oh, there you go. ECW would have been awesome to see him.
Now Dundee back back almost on his feet.
Oh, look at Jamie Dundee.
Rickhouse Brown got him with that towel again to put him back out of it.
Man, remember that shoot interview where Jamie Dundee keeps like pawing all over the guy?
What are they putting on it?
I wouldn't book Stevie. He's a loser. He's no ratings, no talent, never drew a dime.
Absolutely ridiculous is what it is.
Did everyone steal everything from the Blackbirds? There was the Young Bucks Kiss of Death.
No excuse. No excuse at all.
I've seen Sabu. I think I saw Rob Van Dam, but it was at like a regular WWE show or WWF. I can't remember what it was at the time, but like I wasn't close enough to really, get the experience.
That's ridiculous, Rick. That's just ridiculous.
I'm kind of a snob about going live. I like to be either like realistically I would probably not go if I couldn't get front row, but at least like the first couple rows so that you're like close enough to whatever. I'd rather watch it at home or on DVD than sit far back. At least now.
Hey, we know Bill Dundee and his old lady both wanted a boy and one wanted a girl, Dundee Low. Now,
That was a
we
Mike
make
Graham
Dundee
style
family
shoot.
A happy unit. His name's already Jamie, so
What's that? Who'd you say? Stevie. Stevie who? Oh, the guy from Ruby SpaceX channel. Yeah. Never drew a dime. Never drew a dime. Never sold a ticket. Never had a good match. Nobody cares. Nothing. Never drew a dime.
we just did the rest. You understand what I'm saying? You know what that means, don't you? Christmas come early.
Christmas coming early. What's up, Scott Burke?
Merry, Merry Christmas, baby. Hey, and if you want some more, bring it down here. Because these three men right here are ready for anything.
Wait till I finally finish my Boyd journey, and then I do my end of coverage shoot interview. That's going to be a real eye opener. HBK, Peter Ambrosini. Well, listen, buddy. Who am I to argue with the family? I'm not gonna get myself on the list. How you doing, Peter? I kind of agree with you. I feel like Shawn Michaels was much more of like. I think he could have drawn in the sense that if you didn't have a strong main event and you put him on in a featured match, he was a really good add-on. But no matter how good he was in the ring, I do agree. I don't think he was ever really like a massive solo draw as the main guy.
We gonna take him out, Daddy. You understand?
I hope you're satisfied. Most ridiculous display I've ever seen. Just get out of here. We'll be back. 8-man match still to go.
Well, there's our future champ. I'll be like, listen, Jamie, I was going to book you, but back in '89, you really took a beating on TV, and I mean, never let him beat you on TV.
CWA is coming to your hometown, Hamilton, Indiana, Sunday, October 8th. Don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night, Owensboro Sports Arena. 7 top matches. Opening bout, Mike Davis faces the giant plowboy Frasier. Rough and tough Don Harris battles fan favorite Freddy. The red-hot Jeff Jarrett takes on the challenge of the dirty white boy. 6-man
Like a
tag.
new Shawn Michaels match against anybody is like a really good addition to a card, though, I think. And I to me, one of his peak moments was the DX pay-per-view against, I think Shamrock was wearing the all-white. I thought that was a really good match. That's a really underrated pay-per-view. I wish we could watch the pay-per-views on here.
Justin Rhodes teams with Bill Superstar Dundee
Getting
and
heated.
young Jamie Dundee to battle the Blackbirds, Iceman King Parsons, Brickhouse Brown, and Harold Harris. It's CWA Heavyweight Championship time.
Fan
Belts on the
favorite
line
Freddy,
against Bart
the
Texas Dirt versus Black Bart. CWA Tag Team Championship. The belts against Rick Morton's hair. Rock and Roll Express versus Wildside. Added stipulation. Ronnie Gossett brought from ringside for this match.
Hey, F-Wood.
Main event.
Do you think that the reason, what's his name, Ronnie Gossett was making such a big deal about whether or not Dave Brown had a Rolex is because Plowboy Frasier's back in the territory.
Fudge tag battle. Nature Boy Buddy Landell and Muscle Man Spike Huber battle Jerry the King Lawler and the modern-day warrior Kerry Von Erich. Don't miss a minute. CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night, Owensboro Sports
Spike
Arena.
Huber looks good, but I mean, he just
You see now, moron, you'll stop
boring
at
to
nothing get
me.
the Wildside and Roddy P. Gossett. Now I'm barred from ringside. Well, let me tell you, rock and roll, that don't mean I won't be in the building watching every
Oh,
move
wow.
my Wildside makes.
That's right, rock and roll. I ran you out of the end.
Yeah, what a run, though. He was there for quite a while.
CWA, and me and my brother run you out of CWA. And when we're done beating you two like the dogs you are, Ricky Boyd, we're going to shave your head bald. You're going to look like an egg sitting on that ring.
I can't wait till the next episode. I'm so hyped.
CWA tag team title holders.
What could happen next?
Come in here, Nature Boy, and tell him like it is.
Roddy P. Gossett, if I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Owensboro, you got nothing to be proud of. You ain't got nothing going for you except the CWA coming here on Wednesday night. Now, let me tell you something, sour grape Jerry Lawler. It's okay for you playing ribs as long as they're going in your favor. So you're ticked off about the limousine. You're ticked off because the Spike Man, the Nature Boy, stomped your brains in on TV. Big deal. Bring Kerry Von Erich in. We got something for you, baby. Owensboro, be ready. Well, we've got an interview scheduled right now with Bill Dundee and Dustin Rhodes, but I don't know if they're going to
I'm
be
so
any
glad
good
I'm getting to
talk
see
us
more
or not
Buddy
here
Landell
after that.
before I
It
die.
smelled like ether, and that, I don't know whether that's what it was or not, but something that had ether in it. They sprayed on that towel, and then they pop it over their face.
What's
and,
up, Daniel Singh?
Dundee, they are on their way back to the dressing room. Billy was
How you doing,
helping,
big homie?
Jamie, and Dustin was being helped by the referee and Sam and a couple other folks there. So, are they going to be in any shape to talk to us, or we go ahead and start?
Gossett's too handsy. If you guys haven't seen it, he has a full shoot interview you can watch for free. I think it's on High Spots or Title Match. I can't remember for sure. I think it's High Spots, but it is absolutely hilarious. He just bags on everybody the whole time.
Just go ahead and go to the match. Okay, let's get the 8-man match underway. Maybe we can talk to him later on. Here's Texas Dirt in here. He's one of the participants. Robert Gibson, Rick Morton, Rock and Roll Express. And let's see. Yeah, here comes Freddy, their partner. Across the way, you got Keith Eric, Keith Robertson, Rooster Cogburn, and Don Harris. 8-man tag match. And boy, these things sometimes can
Oh, man.
really
Is that
get
Keith
wild.
Eric, the Black Billy
And
Jack
especially
Haynes?
for the poor referee who has had a tough way to go today already.
Okay, so it's Texas Dirt, the Rock and Roll Express, and fan favorite Freddy Krueger against Keith Eric, and I didn't see any of the other people. I forgot all the other people.
Let's see who's going to be starting.
Don Harris or Ron Harris.
Looks like
Keith Robertson with the Bruiser Brody boots on, and then who's this guy here?
Eric for his team and Robert Gibson for his. We're underway.
Okay, hang on. I gotta adjust this. Not that guy's gone. What a nitmare.
With an 8-man tag team match.
Too gay for you? Who cares? What do you mean? What do you mean too gay? But like the information and the stories are fantastic. Who cares what he's doing? Behind closed doors with fan favorite Freddy. Oh, Rooster Cogburn. Okay. I don't like that guy.
Eric O'Neill with a shoulder. Eric is a fast starter. Boy, he comes out of the corner and he is ready
Nice.
to go. But he just ran into Robert Gibson, who has him down for a count.
Eugene Levy is here. He's with a chick now, but he's a little bit moved down. He did have the great seats over here. Now he's off to the side a little bit.
Didn't get the 3 count.
I like to be close enough that I can talk to the referee. I like to kind of be known how I feel about the officiating.
Robert being sent back to the corner. Rick Gibson will stay. Keith Eric.
What a terrible clothesline.
Sent back to the corner. Rick Gibson will stay. Keith Eric.
Oh, he was doing it. That's the worst short arm clothesline I've ever seen.
Keith Eric. Thought Rick was going to whip him into the ropes.
That was Ricky Morton's fault because the way that he had that, there's no way he could have been fully expecting a short arm on that.
Short with a clothesline. Texas Dirt coming in now.
He has to go back to the dream world or he'll lose a loser leaves town match. We've seen him get pinned. He is beatable. So all you yeah, just the loser leaves town. Him versus Frankenstein or the Wolfman.
Dirt with a boot to the rib cage. Dirt with some sore ribs himself as a result of a match with Black Bart. Texas Dirt. No, Keith Eric got the tag.
Boy, here
Texas
comes
Dirt
Rooster
spins away.
Cogburn.
Good move. This is Rooster Cogburn coming in. His hometown now.
James here. Dutch, any memories of Rooster Cogburn? Never heard of him before.
That hairstyle doesn't catch on.
Anyone that's not someone he's written a book about, James has never heard of him.
Tag made by Texas Dirt, and here comes Freddy.
Ooh, karate style attacks from fan favorite Freddy. Ooh, man. The Undertaker stole those too.
Keith Robertson says, whoa, hold on a minute. I need to be somewhere else.
Uh-oh, Keith Robertson in the ring against fan favorite Freddy.
And Keith Robertson staying a long way away from that man right there, Freddy.
The Red Rooster's brother.
Out of the ring.
Keith Eric will take him on. He almost beat Lawler.
Try sneaking up on him 2 against 1. Rooster Cogburn just barely took about a step and a half into the ring, and when Eric was nailed by Freddy, Cogburn backed out of there as if to say, not me, I wasn't there. Don Harris
Oh, there we go. Rooster. Hey, come on, Freddy.
Cogburn went after him, and Freddy nailed him with a chop. Keith Robertson from
Eddie
behind,
Marlin
double
said
forearm.
sell.
Didn't phase Freddy a bit. Here he's got Chad Robertson thrown into the corner there. Texas Dirt.
Tag in. I wanted to see Gibson.
Robertson smacked now by.
He learned karate in the Nightmare Room.
Rick Morton. Robert Gibson comes in there.
Whoop! Big guy up and over. Keith Eric knocked off the apron for some reason.
Heads back to the corner. Robert Gibson stays in.
All right, now where things are about to pick up. Here comes one half of the. Is this 8-ball or skull?
Put into the wrestling business by the Sawyer Brown group a couple of years ago. He's actually put on a little bit of weight. He weighed about 250 when he was here in the CWA before. He's up now right around 262 pounds. Ron Harris back outside now. It's Keith Eric, who started this whole thing for his team, is back in the ring. Rock and roll sets up the double drop kick. There's a cover by Rick. 1, 2. He got him.
Well, another win for Texas Dirt.
But Rick was able to keep him there for the 3 count. Keith Eric
Fan favorite Freddy. I thought the one guy, the Bruise brother, would pick it up.
Rick Morton, Robert Gibson, Freddy, and Texas Dirt. So Don Harris, Rooster Cogburn, Keith Robertson, and Keith Eric are going to have to go back to the dressing room and.
I think that guy was 8-ball.
Check time to see if there's going to be time for a second pull. Right now, here comes.
Which Harris brother was 8-ball? Does anybody know?
Want to give them an opportunity to say a few words.
Let me tell you something, Blackbirds. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something, Blackbirds.
I never thought I'd see the day this happened, brother. I don't know what you're doing out there with that 3-0. I don't know where Handle Harris is, or do I care? But if you think this is funny, brother, you're wrong. His last name's Dundee, and if it's me you're mad at, why don't you come beat me up? Why do you have to pick on him? Why don't you come beat his old man up? If it's me you don't like...
The record book will show that Texas Dirt won the match, period. He will be credited with a win.
To me, brother, but no, you're just like everybody else.
Take it up with the record keepers, F-Wood.
You can walk over everybody at 5'7". Well, you ain't walking over me no more. I don't like you, Parsons. I don't like you, Brickhouse Brown. And Boss Hog, you redneck, you. I'm taking you out. I hope you show up at ringside. And Harold Harris, wherever you are, I hope you show up too. Because if you think you're embarrassing me, you're wrong, brother. And I'm going to put this boy in the ring because he's a man now. He's 18, and we're going to find out how much of a man he is.
We'll check the time and be back.
It's not an asterisk win. It was a clean win. 0 asterisk. The team gets the credit, F-Wood. Unlike you, these gentlemen are athletes that are teamed up, and they understand that they're more valuable as a team. So they're working together. They're not only looking out for themselves like some people. The team won, which includes Texas
We had,
Dirt.
of course, the King talking about the scam that Buddy Landell pulled with that rented limousine rather than his own limousine, which he supposedly put up in a match for the King's Unified World title. More to come on that, I'm sure. And, of course, the Blackbirds.
Tommy Gilbert, I think, is what everybody said.
Parsons, and with their substitute manager, Boss Winters here today, humiliating Jamie Dundee. That's the only word.
Freddy was good, but the greatest ever? I'd be interested to hear that case made.
Hello again, everybody.
We'll never know, F-Wood.
We are ready to go on another day of CWA Championship Wrestling. I tell you, we got quite a show for you today. We'll have the Dirty White Boy team with Rock and Roll Mike Davis back in here a little bit later on. Bill Dundee and Dustin Rhodes will be together as a tag team to go against them.
We're almost to the
Texas
big
Dirt will
return.
be here against Buddy Landell. Ought to be another good match. Black Bart will be here. And to get things going in just a couple of minutes, we have the brand new CWA Tag Team Champions, the Rock and Roll Express. They will be in here against the Wildside in a rematch.
Oh, against
We'll get underway
Wildside,
for you
wow.
very shortly. Stay with us. We'll be back. Through the curtains, greeted by cheers of Porky, Porky from the fans. Here he comes back again, this time leading the Wildside, and they don't look too happy. Chris Champion and Mark Starr.
Brown, I just saw that tape that you showed, and evidently you edited it because you didn't show the right tape. We did not lose those CWA tag team battles. They were stolen from us.
You lost them.
Dave Brown, if you look at that tape, I'm not even a legal man in there. And it took two of them to pin us. And today, on this TV show, you're going to see who the new CWA.
He's been here for a minute. I want to say pretty close to a month. He came in when Gossip was, well, he was in kayfabe. Gossip booked that crazy week. And I think that's when he brought in Spike Huber to be Lawler's tag team partner.
Tag team champions are, and you're looking at them.
Well,
They broke! They threw power in my face! They double-teamed my opponent at the end! That shows what kind of a team the Rock and Roll Express really is. Well, today on this show, we are going to be the new CWA Tag Team Champions. And when we're done with you, Rock and Roll, you'll never go to the ring again.
I don't know what you guys are talking about here. You've got a rematch here today, but it is not a title match.
What do you mean it's not a title?
It's a rematch, but it's not a title match. Title's not on the line.
what do you mean it's not a title?
Not booked as a title match. No, it is. It is not.
Uh-oh, here we go. Business picking up. Oh, remember yesterday I found that Jimmy Sturr fan club shirt? The seller, just from me adding it to my wish list, made me an offer, but it wasn't quite low enough. I'm going to hold strong on the shirt for now.
Well, there goes the Wildside, and they're jumping them. The Wildside over here screaming about being the new CWA champions.
They should be focused on the match.
The belts are not on the line. The Wildside wanted a rematch, and they got it. Well, you won't be the new champions today, Mark Starr, because the belts are not at stake. Wildside over here looking at the belt. Mark Starr climbs
I need to
back
get
in the
$20
ring.
all in on it at the highest, I think.
Starr popped him with a fist to the top of the head. Morton sent him into the corner. Throws him backwards as he came out of there. Rock and Roll Express, the CWA Tag Champions. Right forearm. The referee was right there. He said, that's all right. It was a forearm. Tag made. Rick Morton set him up. Robert Gibson with a knee lift. Put Mark Starr down to the mat.
I just can't get into Wildside.
Into the ropes again. Oh, reversal by Mark Starr on Robert Gibson. And he comes in with a knee lift, and Robert's knocked out of the ring, down onto the floor. Look out. Chris Champion with that Wildside flag in the corner comes down right across the top of his head. Robert Gibson.
It says here that the Rock and Roll Express lost numerous times cleanly, including to the Midnight Express, Rick Rude and Manny Fernandez, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, the Heavenly Bodies, the Faces of Fear, and the Legion of Doom. Those are just highlights of the clean victories that were attained against the Rock and Roll Express.
Cut open here by that flag as Chris Champion nailed him with it in the top of the head.
That puts that theory to a close permanently.
That flagpole on the Wildside flag was the weapon that Champion used. Now Mark Starr going after Robert. Off the ropes. He dumps it.
Don't hate the play or hate the game. I'm just telling you the facts.
I see him, yeah, using the flag. Look at this. Champion holding up the boot. Mark Starr grabs Robert Gibson and runs that cut forehead into the boot. Tag by the Wildside.
Yeah, hold on to that feeling, F-Wood.
Crowd cheering Robert and Rick. Robert in trouble here, boy. They really have beaten up on him since they were able to nail him with that flagpole. Rick Morton in.
Man, he's brutalizing this dude.
Referee sends him back to the corner.
It's okay, F-Wood.
Robert Gibson. Well, Gibson still hung back over in a neutral corner. Long way from the tag on his partner. Head rammed into the turnbuckle. Gibson nails Champion with a right hand, but it knocked him down to the mat too. The momentum of the swing.
There's no shame in losing cleanly to the Legion of Doom.
Robert Gibson in trouble here. Rock and Roll are keeping him away from the corner. They throw him out of the ring again, down onto the floor. Rick Morton trying to get to Mark Starr. Referee trying to send him back. Look at what's going on the floor here. As Chris Champion is pounding Robert Gibson. Robert gets him with a right hand, and that knocks Champion down on the floor.
Robert Gibson is... Oh, God, come on. He's going into Grace Thorpe mode. He's just attacking everybody.
Robert Gibson. He was sneaking in behind him. Robert turned around and smacked him. Rock and Roll sends Champion into the ring post. Mark Starr after him. Robert Gibson going against Champion.
Be serious.
Rick Morton against Starr. We got them all over the studio here. 4 minutes gone in the match. Mark Starr back in the ring. Now back out of the ring. Nobody in the ring but the referee. Everybody else down on the floor. Ring the bell, says the referee. Double count out is what has happened. The referee has counted 10 on both wrestlers. So apparently Starr did not get back in the ring in time. So
oh, no problem, Justin.
Occurred, but the action still...
I always think it's more fun to watch, watch stuff with other people. And I don't know anybody who'd sit around and watch 80s Memphis wrestling. So it's cool to have a group of people to watch them with.
Going on out here.
Even if they have terrible taste in wrestling like F would.
Shoved Ronnie P. Gossett down on his way by. Look out! Champion's got a cut on his forehead, too. And Rick Morton just smacked him again with that folding metal chair. Oh, he's after Gossett with a chair. And now after Mark Starr. Both teams battling away. Both
lots of blood.
One of their members with cut open foreheads. Call it manager getting interfered. Yeah, I tell you what, I guess we'll just go to a break and get it sorted out. The match has been stopped. We'll return.
Double count out. Another cheating effort from the Rock and Roll Express. Hopefully, the true herald of rock and roll will arrive in Memphis sooner or later.
CWA CWA Championship Wrestling comes to Owensboro, Kentucky at the Sports Arena Wednesday night. 7 superstars.
I do not have to tolerate you. If I cut all the Boyd out and I just did wrestling every day, I would grow an audience.
Including opening action as Dale Mann takes on the Super Destroyer. Nature Boy Buddy Landell in action against the popular Hillbilly Cousin Jr. Tag match, Freddy and Jason do battle with the tough duo of the Dirty White Boy and
I've never seen him either.
The Blackbirds, Iceman King Parsons, and
in fact, before we started with 86. I had seen just like bits and pieces of Memphis. I hadn't seen like any like extended. I'd heard all about it through like Cornette and podcasts and shoots and stuff. So it's really interesting to see some of the stories I've heard like actually play out. But this is like my real first heavy exposure to Memphis.
Harold Harris take on Bill Superstar Dundee and Dustin Rhodes with Jamie Dundee in their corner. CWA Heavyweight.
Did I get banned? I don't know about that.
Blackbird has agreed to put up the belt and allow Dutch Mantel to return.
This is the kind of audience that likes to rewatch content too. So they would probably just be all right cycling through the bootleg promotions.
To the CWA, if he loses, it's the belt of Bart versus the mask of Texas Dirt. CWA Tag Championship at stake as the Rock and Roll Express, Rick Morton and Robert Gibson take aim at Wildside, Mark Starr and Chris Champion. In the main event, a two-way
I like how you said that I only tolerated Kim because I thought she was the girl in the videos. As if I did. Who do I not tolerate?
Wednesday night at the Owensboro Sports Arena.
What a night in Owensboro, Kentucky, Wednesday night. I can't
Oh boy,
hardly
here we
wait.
go.
I get to see that mangy Dutch Mantel finally get his head shaved, or should I say Texas Dirt for all you idiots.
Remember when he
who
was
don't know
licking
who he
all
is.
over the snake that one
Freddy
time?
and Jason, they'll finally be unmasked. Do you think we could stand to see their ugly
I'm
faces?
afraid to see what they really look like under those hoods. Freddy and Jason, I can't believe how hideous they'll be.
And now to get to the most important.
Oh, I concede that Dutch was not as big of a draw as Rock and Roll Express, but who was?
Matters on the card. 2 out of 3 falls.
But they did lose cleanly, often. That's well documented.
Fabulous Wildside against the Rock and
But
Roll
as a
Express.
draw, of
2
course,
out
they're
of 3,
huge draws.
They'll be 2 straight for the Wildside.
That's right, 2 straight falls for the wild side. We're going to embarrass you and make you look like the low-life dogs you are. That's right.
And then the Renegade Rumble, $5,000. That's a lot of buffets for Ronnie P. Gossett and a lot of partying for my Wildside.
Look
You can
at
even bring
him
that
patting his
snake
belly.
out.
We're going to bring the snake out here and we're going to watch him choke the life out of anybody and everybody we want to, because we're the wild side. We do what we want, we talk, and do what we say.
That's exactly right. Wildside style.
A long time ago. Still trying to get him out of here. The Wildside. Well, it's still going. Eddie Marlin just grabbed Chris Champion and threw him back. Come on, Gossett, take him out of here. Take him out of here. It's over.
Buddy's back.
This match is only beginning.
This match is over for today. Get him out of here. We want to talk to, I need to talk
Oh,
to Rock and
Porky.
Roll, but I
Okay.
want to make sure these guys are out of here first.
Buffet
There they go.
maxing.
Finally, Wildside,
Ding, ding,
Ronnie
ding,
P.
ding, ding,
Gossett,
ding.
all of them. Shut the door now, if you don't mind, and maybe lock it, too. Let's see. I don't know what kind of shape they're going to be in to talk, especially Robert, since he got his head busted open here. Here comes Rick Morton. We will talk
You
to
know,
Rick.
it took him a while to win me over, but it's same way with JD Costello and even Downtown Bruno. Like, took a while for me to, like, appreciate Ronnie P. Gossett, but now I really can't imagine the promotion without him. They'll have a new heel manager when he leaves, I bet.
Let me tell you something, Dave, and everybody else out there. We won these CWA belts right square in the ring, brother, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you come out here and tell everybody.
I'd be like, first of all, stop shouting. This is a microphone. You can speak normally into it.
How tough you are. All you are is a bunch of devil worshippers. And you heard the
Oh, wow.
I'm beating the devil out of somebody when you come on, baby. So just
Jimmy type promo.
Come on. Wildside back out here, 2 against 1.
I'm being
3 against
tormented
1 if you count
by these
Gossett.
Satanists.
Jumping Rick Morton we're trying to talk to out here. Here comes Texas.
Where's the other guy?
And Dustin Rhodes out. Promoter Eddie Marlin. Boy, I tell you.
I hate SD
I think we're
Jones.
just
I
gonna
will
have to
never
get him
like
all out of here
SD
and forget
Jones.
about interviewing rock and roll.
I will tolerate his matches if they come up on a stream that we watch. I won't fast forward through them, but like in real life I would. But I'm willing to tolerate SD Jones during the streams, but I will never celebrate SD Jones.
Still going at it.
Bruno comes back. That'd be good.
Demanding a rematch here today.
Necro Butcher is one of my all-time faves.
The referee counted out both teams. A wild free-for-all broke out, and now it started up again. They've got Rick Morton in tow, and there he goes.
Look at Eddie Marlin, like anybody listens to him.
You need to get him out of here and keep him out.
Oh, we better stop what we're doing. Eddie Marlin's here.
For the Wildside in here today, I think. Now I promise you, Stone Frog, we will get those belts back. No matter what we gotta do or who we gotta sacrifice. Every time we have the rock and roll
SD Jones, they should call him DS Jones, Drizzling Shits Jones.
You come out here and jump him now. Get out of here.
Let me tell you something, SD. You ever hear about moving quickly? You ever hear about having a little pep in your step during a match? How about throwing a strike that looks like it lands?
Jump us. And win it all. Monday night, you'll have no friends. And when we're done with you, you'll never have to worry about wrestling again.
There we go.
Will you please leave? Get out of here.
Mike Fusion? I don't even remember who that was.
Oh, my goodness. Well, some night
I remember the
name. In a
name.
ring somewhere around the territory, but this is
Was
not
that
the
an
place for it
outdoor
here today. We tried to
UWF?
have the match, and it turned into that brawl, and that's that. I tell you what. Something a little more serious I want to talk to you about right now. Not that that's not serious with all the stuff going on out here, but...
See, Vince even knew. He sent SD to kill the territory. He knew if they turned on their TVs and saw that guy, that'd be it.
Jerry Bryant, young man,
And
I think most
they had
wrestling
to sell
fans
the
know. We've
Turner.
talked about him before in recent weeks.
Mission
Many
accomplished,
of you remember
Vince.
Jerry when he was part of the Memphis Vice. Let's take a look at Jerry Bryant in action as he was then.
Memphis Vice is coming back? Boom. Man, I love the Miami Vice vibe. Look at this. What a team. Boom! Don't forget, too, that the Memphis Vice have a clean pinfall victory over Jerry the King Lawler. It was a tag match, but they pinned Lawler. Oh, the Memphis Vice. Now, he sent SD Jones to destroy Crockett, and he did. And after that debacle, they had to sell to Turner. Then he sent Vince Russo to and later Bret Hart to WCW to kill Turner. So he used SD Jones during the Crockett War. He used the SD nuke. Then he used the Russo Hart nuke on Ted Turner. Oh, look at this. Clarence would be happy. They're keeping the rats of the same color or ethnicity.
Business, but times have changed for Jerry, unfortunately. Lou Gehrig's disease has taken its toll, and in a recent contributions, that's actually a dress, and you can just make it to that. Take a listen.
I woke up one morning and had a twitching in my arm. I went to the doctor at 9
Was
o'clock.
this
that morning.
the Jerry Bryant, the guy from Memphis Vice, was the guy who they ran the remember they ran the number for? Was that the same guy? And then Gossett came out and said he wouldn't donate advice, let alone money to. He said the whole thing was a scam.
Morning, they ran tests on me all day, and when I got home at 6 that night, I had to tell my wife, my family, that I had Lou Gehrig's disease. On December 23rd.
WCW management, even though they came from the pizza world, even they knew S.D. Jones. They knew better than to sign S.D. Jones.
1987.
You wouldn't catch Jim Herd hiring S.D.
For
Jones.
25 years was gone in 15 months. We had to move into an apartment, and in that 15 months, my wife had to quit her job. I lost my job, our home, our cars, and had to go on total disability. The last year we worked, we made $92,000, and this year we won't even make $9,000. We have even been told that we make too much money to receive food stamps for the family. I had to buy a car that had been totaled because I couldn't afford a car note. At this time, I would like to give a special thanks to Vic Vaden and Warren Scott. They rebuilt the car for my family. Lou Gehrig's disease has taken everything away from me.
Herb signed him on the spot,
when
true.
I was on the telephone, I weighed 225 pounds. Now I only weigh 104.
Herb knew he was a Vince guy, so getting him, you know, because he kept trying to get people to get Vince's attention.
45 pounds. I can't walk, talk, or even raise my arms. I have to be
Hi,
fed
Vinny
through
Slugger.
tube. And now my doctor says that I am in the final stages of this awful disease, and I could die at any time.
Did you see the video that I posted, Vinny, from inside the car?
I have left on my body that is still good is my mind, my heart, and a love for God. Now here is the hard part. How do you tell your three beautiful stepdaughters that God is fixing to take you home? I had to write them individual letters and tell them I am getting ready to leave them. I had to tell my 6-year-old son that I had Lou Gehrig's disease and I'm fixing to go to heaven. And it's hard
You don't
for
want
him
to watch this?
understand that I won't be coming back.
Too much of a downer?
Do you know I'm very lucky? We have two beautiful families.
Yeah, it does go on
Care
for a
us
while.
very, very much. We have wonderful friends.
CWA Championship Wrestling comes to Owensboro, Kentucky at the Sports Arena Wednesday night. 7 superstar events, including opening action as Dale Mann takes on the Super Destroyer.
Dale
Boy Buddy
Mann.
Landell in action against the popular Hillbilly.
We're almost
Jr.
done with
Tag match,
UWF.
Freddy
We only
and
have
Jason
2
do
shows
battle with
left.
the tough duo of the Dirty White Boy
2
and RPM
streams,
Mike
I mean.
Davis. The Blackbirds, Iceman King Parsons and Brickhouse Brown with Harold Harris take on Bill Superstar Dundee and Dustin
Be a whole
Rhodes
new
with
world.
Jimmy Dundee in their corner. CWA Heavyweight Championship, special stipulation.
Ever
Blackbird
watch
has
the
agreed to put up
Nuremberg
the belt
trials?
and allow Dutch Mantel to return to the CWA. If he loses, it's the belt of Bart
I'd rather
versus
watch
the
that
match
than
of
an
Texas
SD
Dirt.
Jones match. I'm
CWA
just going to
Tag
be real.
Championship at stake as the Rock and Roll Express, Rick Morton and Robert Gibson take aim at Wildside, Mark Starr and Chris Champion. In the main event, a 2-ring Renegade Rumble, $5,000 to the winner, and street fight rules. Wear anything, bring anything to the ring. Don't miss the action. Wednesday night at the Owensboro
Wear
Sports
anything,
Arena.
bring anything.
Bart, he has the CWA heavyweight title and a branding iron in his hand. Same branding iron which has injured the ribs on a couple of occasions.
He
the
stole
Texas
that
Dirt.
belt from
You know
Texas
what? It really
Dirt.
ain't none of your dadgum business, is it?
I watched the tape.
Is it? And if you mess with me, you're liable to have something hurt. Now, Texas Dirt, you ain't driving around in no dadgum pickup truck, are you, boy? Because the whole world sees Blackbird beat you 1, 2, 3, and it don't matter how. You're lucky you wasn't carried out in an ambulance. Now, I've got the dadgum belt.
Dadgum.
And they tell me that the hood and your dadgum hair is up against this belt. Well, let me tell you
Ooh.
something.
Hood and hair versus title match.
Dutch Mantel, you, my friend, are going to look like a fat, bald-headed dirt. That's right. I said dirt, and I'm going to ship you back to Texas in a pine box.
Oh, wow.
You will not ever get your hands on this belt again.
see to that. And them dead-gum ribs, every time you get in the ring with
Have you ever cut a
Freddy,
promo
they're
on a
gonna
random
hurt.
person,
You ain't
F-Wood?
gonna be able to breathe. And when you go to bed at night and you lay down and you try to breathe, you think about Black Bart and you think about this belt and you think about all them dead-gum.
I was thinking of which promo style would be the easiest to kind of work in on somebody. And it's probably the Jake the Snake overly creepy, calm promo, because that way you wouldn't like, they'd think that it was really weird, but they wouldn't be shocked from the outset. Like if you were like, let me tell you something, dude.
It's gonna get cut off. And you know what? Texas Dirt, Dutch Mantel, there ain't a dead-gum thing you can do about it.
Well, there's one other thing, too, as Black Bart heads for the ring, and that is if Texas Dirt wins the match, his good friend Dutch Mantel gets to come back to the CWA.
Well, fine, because if he does come back, I'll beat him up just like I beat Texas Dirt up. You understand that?
Now imagine what you just said, but imagine like the Crockett studio and Tony Schiavone's interviewing Ric Flair and he's delivering that promo.
Hear what you're saying. Black Bart on his way to the ring right now. His opponent's already up there. Chris Frasier.
Oh boy, Chris Frasier.
Him today, boy, Black Bart.
I'm sure he's gonna come away with this with the belt.
He and the branding iron have really made their mark here in the CWA since they've been around. Bart's a big one. He weighs in at 300 pounds. Chris Frasier across the way going to weigh about 224, 225. We are underway in a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match, and this is, by the way, a non-title match.
Oh, come on.
Bart is the CWA heavyweight champion, a non-title match here today.
Wow, what a weirdo. Send in Freezer Thompson.
Chris Frasier taking the measure of Black Bart. Oh, look at this. Reversal on the arm. Black Bart over to the rope. Steps outside and immediately turns to the referee and says, I'm out of the ring. Get him off my arm. Bart spending a lot of his time yelling at the crowd down here.
That lady's back that always yells about him being on the hair.
The hammer puts it up behind Black Bart.
Ah, he's getting out of here. Oh, look at that lady motioning him down there.
Several of them been fighting him out there. Bart turns back to the task at hand, though, and that is Chris Frasier.
He's recovering, Dave's channel, after his difficult match with Buddy Landell earlier.
Chris Frasier. Whoa, again. Takes that hammer up behind Bart's back. Bart turns.
Hi, Luna.
Oh, he got him with a fist.
They're cheering the jobber. Isn't that awesome?
The fist open. Black Bart rams Chris Frazier's head into the top turnbuckle. Frasier again. Head into the turnbuckle. Black Bart grabs him in a chokehold. He's just got both hands wrapped around his throat, not even trying to hide it. Referee calls him for a break. He broke it just before the 3 count.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Well, he did it not with an arm that he strung out there, but he used his hand and kind of halfway grabbed him in the throat as he went by. Big suplex, which Bart is
Hey, Luna, do you ever watch the stream when we're watching Primetime with George Durunda?
dedicated to somebody over in the crowd. Chris Frasier thrown out of the ring.
Did you guys see the comment on the video of me in the Kroger parking lot? King TL commented on it and said that I was very handsome and that he was very horny.
And Bart again yelling at the crowd over there.
What do you think about George, Luna?
Frasier struggling to get back up on his feet. As he's up on the apron, Bart grabs him by the hair.
promo packages.
Frazier's head rammed into the ring post down the way. He's trying to get back through the ropes, but Bart keeps hammering him. Referee says, hey, let him in here. Bart down on the floor, grabs Frazier. Look out! Into the table over here. Chris. There's Bart over again, harassing the crowd. Hey, he's got a match coming up with Texas Dirt.
What's a Luna Star promo package?
Spend that much time talking
Like
to
an
the
8
crowd in that one, I
by
guarantee
10 a cassette tape to demo tape.
Again, hits the floor right out here in front of the desk. Bart,
Luna, when's the last time you've had professional headshots done?
let him into the ring, and Bart was yelling at him, get off my back. Chris struggles back up to the ring apron. Black Bart.
What's great? That she watches George Dorinda? That is pretty great.
Right in the center. 4 minutes, 15 seconds gone in this one. And it's been all Black Bart. Black Bart has spent much of his time.
I love that they cheer the jobber.
With the crowd. As Bart let him get to him a little bit there, I think.
Oh no, King Lee is in the promo package.
But meanwhile, he's beating up. There he is, Black Bart.
I'd like to book Luna Star and King Lee, please. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll take my business elsewhere.
Everything with the crowd. That was a punch right in the kidneys. He used the forearm, but a devastating.
Oh, for her
okay. Frazier. Now up in the air. Bart slams him. Does he cover him? Not yet. Bart, pretty confident of his ultimate victory here. Climbs the rope, leaves Chris lying there.
Well, Luna did issue the apology video to King Lee.
1, 2, and this one is over. Black Bart,
Well,
5 minutes,
Chris Frazier.
seconds, gets the victory over Chris Frazier. As we said earlier, he's got a match coming up with Texas Dirt. I don't believe it's going to be quite that easy for him. Right? Very unpopular win as the crowd shows their disapproval.
So you're telling people that Luna and Lee are still together?
CWA action. We're talking about Buddy Landell going against this man, Texas Dirt.
Oh, let's go.
I want to catch Texas Dirt on the way to the ring, though, and let him talk a little bit about not so much this match coming up, but the Black Bart match.
Well,
Oh
I
man,
hear
this
that
thing
Black
is like
Bart out here saying he's going to do everything
so.
to me.
This
but
resin
I'm gonna tell
is
you
so
what, he's a big old
gunky.
man, and my back is back as far back as I can go without going into Mexico, because I can't go no farther. Now, it's either put up or shut up the next time me and Bart get in the ring. And it ain't no secret that my ribs are hurting.
Oh,
Your
my
ribs will be
God.
hurting too. You get
What a
hit with a
disaster.
5-pound piece of iron in them, and it hurts bad. But I'm going to tell you what, Bart, that belt was rightfully mine, and you're walking around with it. I'm going to have to come out and say that he's a bogus champion. As bogus as a day is long. And Bart, when you climb in the ring, it's either your belt or it's my scalp. And that hair, you know how long it took me to grow that hair?
Quite a while,
It
yeah.
took about 2 years, and I ain't about. So you got to have a license to cut hair, and I don't think Bart's got one. And I intend to keep this hair, and see, it comes all the way down here, sort of pretty in it. And I don't intend to lose it. So Bart, I want you to strap it on tight, because I'm looking you eyeball to eyeball, and when that dust settles, I'm going to call Dutch Mantel on the phone. I'm going to say, Dutch, you can come on back, and I'm going to proudly wear that belt. Thank you very much.
All right, very good. Mask and hair at stake against Black Bart's belt, and the stipulation that if Texas Dirt wins, Dutch
Looks like a
Mantel gets to come back
kind of
to
like a
the
bushwhacker.
CWA.
Oh
Texas
boy,
Dirt
here he
in the ring
comes.
right now. Here is Buddy Landell. the
Let me
danger
tell you
boy.
something. Who is this guy?
Go stomping, says Buddy Landell.
I know that's
Well,
you, Dutch.
Landell, let me tell you, one rugged wrestler with all kind of credentials behind him. This should be a very
Amateur
very
credentials.
good match, as we got a couple of tough veterans in there going at each other. Texas Dirt and Buddy Landell. One fall, 10-minute time limit match. Texas Dirt out of Texas, of course. Weighs in at 229. Buddy Landell. Last address I had on him was Los Angeles. Sometimes Los Angeles. Sometimes
Last
Las Vegas.
address
He, wrestled
I
out of
had
different
on him.
places. 224. I beg your pardon.
Last known address for... Why does Buddy Landell keep going in his trunks?
Landell being questioned by referee Jerry Calhoun, denying
Best
any
hair in
wrongdoing
wrestling.
or any desire to do anything wrong. Landell with the chop.
Oh, he didn't care for that.
Caught him just below the throat. Texas Dirt.
Why does he keep going in his trunks? What is he doing?
Landell thought he was going to the tights there for a moment. They tie
Hey,
it up.
Randy.
Texas Dirt grabs that left arm, wraps it up with a half twist, and then comes with a forearm right across the biceps. Oh, Buddy Landell has been watching the interviews and the videotapes, apparently, because he put that boot into the ribs of Texas Dirt. Those injured ribs injured by the branding iron of Black Bart. Landell again going for that left side of Texas Dirt with the hurt ribs. Landell saying, hey, come on out here. Texas Dirt holding those ribs. Dirt over to the ropes. Landell fires him into the ropes across the way. Dirt got him with a shoulder. Landell rolls him over. And again, a big boot to the ribs. Texas Dirt had things going pretty good, but the ribs were open when he came off the ropes the last time. And Landell wasted no time in capitalizing and putting a boot right there. Well, if you've ever had bruised ribs or broken ribs, you know it's one of the most painful things you can have happen to you. Tough to breathe sometimes. Oh, look at that. Landell jabbing him.
Let's go, Dirty. Let's go.
He stepped into the ring, hurt ribs or no.
Did he say Gerard Godot? They do are very bushwhacker coded for sure.
Landell not getting any support from the fans. Texas Dirt goes for the ribs himself as he nails Landell with a fist.
Quit going. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, he's definitely going to the tights. Now. Showing the
What's he
referee
got
look.
in there?
He
A
hit me with
chain?
fist in the ribs.
Oh, thank you. It's me. $1.99 polka shirt fund. Praying hands emoji. Thank you. It's me. Very generous. I will put that toward the. I'll put it toward the polka shirt. He seems like he's pretty willing. I mean, he came in with an immediate, not unprompted price reduction, so I think he may be open a little bit. But I'll put that toward it. Thank you again. It's me. One day, Jimmy Sturr right there.
Landell.
Wonder if he's on Cameo.
Leave me alone, please. Fist doubled up. He dances backwards. They tie it up. Middle of the ring. Now Landell forces Texas Dirt back into the corner.
What jobber?
Dirt rammed into the turnbuckle. He drops Landell down to the mat. Had him down there for a count of one. Couldn't make it stick for a 3 count, though. Tough to do with a guy as big as Landell because Dirt did not
Former
have
CWA champion,
enough
Texas
of his own
Dirt.
weight up over the shoulders to hold Landell down to the mat. Texas Dirt again, taking shots to the rib cage. There's a slam by Buddy Landell. Drops down, upper arm. A cover. 1, 2.
I love the
Got a 2
count
count.
cover.
Texas Dirt able to kick out at the count of 2.
See, I would have had something to say to the referee on that one.
Again, Landell working on the ribs. That's really about the only way Landell has been very successful in this match is to work on those ribs and get Texas Dirt to protect them and back away. Big suplex. Landell backs over to it.
He's going to do it. Oh, my God. This match is something else.
There's count of 1, 2. count. Very close. Texas Dirt able to break out at the last second.
Buddy Landell is just really outlandish during this particular run.
Down for a moment anyway.
You think he's out of it? You think he's on something?
Texas Dirt powers him down, picks Landell up by the hair, and Texas Dirt has new life, it looks like here. Down to the mat goes Landell, count of one. No, can't hold him for a 3 count, but he did get a count of 1 out of
James here.
there again, Landell
Dutch,
hooked
any
her
memories
down
of
on
your
the mat,
match
but
with
only for a 1
Buddy
count.
Landell?
Texas Dirt planted a right fist.
Dutch
Well
would
placed on
no-sell
the
it
top
and
of
say
the
that
head.
wasn't him, that was Texas Dirt.
Landell hanging back there. Look out from behind. Blackbirds.
Oh, come on. Jerry Calhoun.
There's going to be a disqualification on Buddy Landell as Black Bart jumps Texas Dirt from behind.
Oh.
Sits down on him. Landell and Black Bart doubling up on Texas Dirt. Landell drops on him as Black Bart was holding him. Texas Dirt just rolls out of the ring. Boy, that's a good move. Get out of here. Texas Dirt headed back for the dressing room. He wins it on the technicality, the disqualification, as Black Bart enters.
Great somersault. He's very agile. Remember that weird backward crawl he did that one time? I felt like that couldn't have been real.
CWA Championship Wrestling comes to Owensboro, Kentucky at the Sports Arena Wednesday night.
Whew.
7 superstar
What
events,
could happen
including opening
next?
Action as Dale Mann takes on the Super Destroyer. Nature Boy Buddy Landell in action against the popular Hillbilly Cousin Jr. Tag match, Freddy and Jason do battle with the tough duo of the Dirty White Boy and RPM.
This
Mike
is absolutely nuts. I would love to see this. Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees versus the Dirty White Boy and Maniac Mike Davis from the original Rock and Roll Tag Team. Maniac Mike, Tommy Lane, the Rock and Roll RPMs. What a match.
Iceman King Parsons and Brickhouse Brown with Harold Harris take on Bill Superstar Dundee and Dustin Rhodes with Jamie Dundee in their corner. CWA Heavyweight Championship. Special stipulations. Black Bart has agreed to put up the belt and allow Dutch Mantel to return to the CWA. If he loses, it's the belt of Bart versus the mask of Texas Dirt. CWA Tag Championship at stake as the Rock and Roll Express, Rick Morton and Robert Gibson take aim at Wildside. Mark Starr and
I found out that his one son signed with AEW.
$5,000 to the winner and street fight rules. Wear anything, bring anything to the ring. Don't miss the action. Wednesday night at the Owensboro Sports Arena.
Let me tell you, Blackbirds, something. You come in here 2 or 3 months ago and you was going to do this and you was going to do that. You was going to beat everybody up, and you didn't beat anybody up. So when you couldn't do that, you picked on Jamie Dundee, the smallest thing you could find, 18-year-old boy, and you was going to show the world how big and bad you was by beating him up. And I don't really think you did a very good job of that. Well, just let me tell you something, Blackbirds. This weekend it's a tag match. Dustin Rhodes, Bill Dundee, and 2 of you in the ring, and you've got that other idiot standing outside the ring. Well, we got a guy to take care of him, and his name's Jamie Dundee. And if we don't get you beat up the way we want you when we go back in the 2-ring Wrestle Royal, Big Dustin me's bringing something you ain't never seen, right, brother? That is 2 rings.
Do you think, you know how the Animal on the Road Warriors would say, like, tell him, Hawk? Do you think if I did a tell him, Beth, do you think she would follow right in and start cutting her promo? Blessed you with a fellow stoner and wrestling fan? Yeah. Christian Ford. Yeah, I mean, we watch, I think, every Friday's Memphis, every Tuesday's a random promotion, but we've been watching UWF, but we're almost done.
Rings in that, right, Bill? That's sir. You got it. I ain't never been in one of these matches before, but I understand it, that you can bring whatever you want to in the ring, use whatever you want. And if you get thrown from one ring to the other ring, there's only one way to win it, and that's to throw them outside, over the top, onto the floor. So we are coming, and we're going to get funky like a monkey.
That's right, so we'll see you ringside, boys.
Womp, womp.
He's back, the Dirty
Oh,
White
here
Boy
comes the
on
Dirty
way
White
to
Boy.
the ring right now. Got his partner Mike Davis.
Maniac Mike Davis is back. Let's go.
Here come the opponents, though. The superstar Bill Dundee and Dustin Rhodes. Jamie is with him. Looks like he's going to be in the corner. This is going to be an expiration of time tag team match, and it should be a good one. Told you in a match earlier we had a couple of veterans. Well, we got several veterans in this
Dustin
one.
Rhodes, all one word.
Little Aussie, Bill Dundee, out of Australia. Dirty White Boy out of Buckthorn, Tennessee.
That's
Mike
what I was
Davis,
saying. Like, why wouldn't you just bring a gun?
Dustin Rhodes, second-generation wrestler out of Austin.
Mike Davis back in the territory. Let's go.
First ball underway here in an expiration of time match. Hope you've enjoyed the action today on CWA Wrestling. We started out with a Wildside and Rock and Roll Express and what we had hoped to have as
Yeah, he's got a bleached rat tail. He sometimes does.
Of a title match.
Yeah, little Jamie Dundee. They beat him up pretty bad last time. Did they put him in a dress? I can't remember. I thought that maybe they put him in a dress.
Davis unhappy about the way things are going. Dustin Rhodes over to the corner. Dirty White Boy yelling at Bill Dundee and Jamie Dundee. I think White Boy was saying to Jamie Dundee, why don't you get in the ring? Hair pulling, says Mike Davis.
White Boy's having a pretty lengthy run here.
Well,
been around for a minute.
Might have. There's some hair pulling right there, though. But it's Mike Davis who had Dustin Rhodes' hair.
Boy, he did bleach his eyebrow. Man, his hair is super bleached.
Dirty White Boy, rather large. Bill Dundee steps in after a tag made on that side of the ring. So it's Dundee against the Dirty White Boy. Crowd behind Bill Dundee, no doubt about it. He snuck a right fist in there. Fires Dirty White Boy into the ropes and then dumps him over his back coming off of there. Nice backdrop by Dundee. Dundee round behind, sneaks up on him and nailed him with a right
I wouldn't
hand.
let a crowd boo the guy I was managing like that. I would just tell him, you're either going to keep show us the respect we deserve and keep your mouth shut while he's in the ring, or we're just going to leave.
Only a one count, actually, about 1.5. Dirty White Boy able to break out of it. Here's Dustin Rhodes back in. 2:09 gone in this ball. One, whoa, count of two.
What about the one where he kept groping Sean Oliver? Dave's channel, that one's my favorite Jamie Dundee shoot. Wasn't he with Iron Sheik and New Jack in that one unhinged shoot interview where Iron Sheik kept taking his pants down?
Mike Davis.
That was a good one too.
That big boot over the corner. Dirty White Boy makes the tag, and Mike Davis is in there now against Dustin Rhodes.
That's how you do a short arm clothesline, Ricky Morton.
3 minutes gone in the action.
It's the difference between the original rock and roll tag team and the pale imitators.
Mike Davis stays in there. Now the referee sends him back outside. Meanwhile, boy, Dirty White Boy really ran head on into Dustin Rhodes. Snaps that reverse neck breaker on him.
Yeah, he's got a little cheering section going.
He grabbed the Dirty White Boy and pulled him off that cover. Dustin steps over.
Oh.
Takes the forearm and down to the mat. Some kind of action going in this one.
Why do they have a spotlight on that one security woman?
First ball, Dundee again grabs the Dirty White Boy.
Hey, come on, ref.
And stops what might have been a 3 count. Mike Davis jumps in without benefit of a tag and stomping on Dustin Rhodes. Jamie Dundee around trying to even that up a little bit. Now it's the Dirty White Boy. Back to work on Dustin Rhodes. You jammed him in the throat with a thumb. I'm almost positive. Time winding down here. We got about a minute and a half left in the time limit. Minute and a half. Time getting very, very short.
Oh, kitchen sinked his ass.
Nails him with a knee. Time getting very short. We got less than a minute to go.
Come on, white boy. Come on, dirty. Is it so-called dirty white boy or dirty so-called white boy?
The dirty white boy gets a 2 count, but Bill Dundee is right there to break it up.
I don't know how it works in the clearance world. Man, that's Dundee going, man. He's heated.
And we'll have to ring the bell. It comes down to time here as we're very near the end. About 15 seconds left. Bill Dundee cheering on Dustin Rhodes, saying, hey, we got less than 30. Let's get something going quick. Dundee nails first Mike Davis, then
TL Hopper.
Heads together.
What a waste of a talent, man.
All 4 of them.
I didn't really appreciate. Oh, I mean, it was the only time I'd seen him was in that terrible gimmick. But seeing him in Smoky Mountain, and I mean, the stuff in Memphis is okay, but he's not. He's doing well. He's at the top of the card, but he's not really being featured in any real way. Whereas in Smoky Mountain, like they invested a lot of screen time on building his character and his storylines. But I think they could have done something with him. Could have been a good like mid-card heel. Lower mid-card heel.
At the opening match of the day, the Wildside, Mark Starr and Chris Champion in here. They were steamed because they lost the CWA tag titles earlier to the Rock and Roll Express.
So also, I did not have time this morning because of everything that was going on to do the next one for copyright. The only thing that's came up for copyright out of the first 2 episodes was the Miami Vice song, so that'll probably be muted on the replay if you watch the VOD. But I have no idea about the next one. If it goes, hopefully it won't fuck up the stream. If it does, I'll be back for Boyd Watch, but hopefully it won't.
And they thought, I think, that this was a title match rescheduled today.
Tanked them on purpose.
I've
got this resin just everywhere.
It was a rematch, but the titles weren't on the
Give
line.
me like 1 minute.
Maybe it didn't matter anyway, because that one just turned into a free-for-all. All of them were in the ring, out of the ring, ended up with a couple of them getting cuts on the head, including Robert Gibson. And finally, the referee, with all of them on the floor, counted to 10. It was a double count out and stopped at that point by referee Jerry Calhoun. Black Bart in here going against Chris Frasier. Black Bart won that match handily. Took a long time to do it. One reason it took so long to win the match is because he spent much of his time yelling at the crowd rather than taking care of business at hand. He was very confident he could win the match at any time, and he could have, but he certainly did win it in 5 minutes, 28 seconds. He's got a match coming up, though, with Texas Dirt. I don't think he'll be able to spend quite as much time doing other things as he did in the match here today. Texas Dirt was in here in a match against Buddy Landell. Landell found himself in a bit of trouble a little bit early in the match, and when he did, he immediately brought the boot into the rib cage on the left side of Dutch Mantel, the same ribs that had been injured in weeks past by Black Bart and that branding iron that he carries around. Once Landell found the weakness, he tried to work on it. Texas Dirt ends up winning the match, though, by disqualification because Black Bart interferes. When Black Bart hit the ring, immediately the referee said, call it off.
So when I was at Kroger this morning, I saw these in the clearance aisle. They're called protein chips, and these are made out of chicken breast, egg whites, and bone broth. And I got the chicken and waffles flavor of them. They are a very unusual product.
Off disqualification right there. Texas Dirt is the winner. Texas Dirt wisely rolled out of the ring and headed back for the dressing room. Then it was the Dirty White Boy and Mike Davis, the Rock and Roll RPM, going against Bill Dundee and Dustin Rhodes. Jamie Dundee was in their corner. This one turned into quite a battle, too, and ended up from time to time being a free-for-all with everyone in the ring. As it all ended up, we just flat ran out of time, had to stop it and go to the break. So there's no winner in that one. It goes into the record books as a draw.
This
Plenty
weed
of
must be
action.
like
We
super
expect more of the same next week.
dank, because this resin is crazy. Come on. Here we go. Bone broth. A Jedi-rich staple.
Glad to be back here at ringside with CWA Championship Wrestling. Boy, we got a good one coming up for you today. Last week, I understand Ronnie P. Gossett was not around.
Yeah, this
I hope
weed
the
is
same thing will
really
hold true today.
juicy.
It's going to be a much more pleasant day for us, I think. We got quite an array of matches for you. The beginning match, the opening match of the day, is a good one in which Buddy Landell is going to be in here to be going against the King. That's just the opener today.
Wow, holy shit. Wow. Buddy Landell against Jerry Lawler, and that's the opening match.
The tag team, Dutch Mantel and Freddy will be teaming up to go against them. Rock and Roll Express, Rick Morton, Robert Gibson will be in a little bit later on. Then you'll see the Dirty White Boy in a single match. And listen to the expiration of time match of the day. Mark Starr, Chris Champion, the Wildside will be going against the Superstar, Bill Dundee and Dustin Rhodes. Got a lot of action coming up. You stay with us. Back with the King against Landell in a moment.
Bone broth. I hate this chat filter.
Champion, these two guys, the Wildside, Chris Champion, Mark Starr, are going to be involved in it. We'll let them talk about their matches coming up. You guys haven't heard from your manager by any chance, have you?
Dave, you'd like us to come out here and say, yeah, we haven't heard from Ronnie. We don't know where he is. But that's not the case. We know exactly where Ronnie is. We know what he's been doing. And as a matter of fact, he's got a little surprise for everybody. And you know how Ronnie Gossett is. And
I know how Ronnie Gossett is, no doubt about that.
You know, maybe we ought to just bring Ronnie out right now, you know? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? You'd like to see Ronnie now?
Hey, what's is it Tommy Necro? Appreciate it, man. We watch Memphis every Friday, and we've been watching we watch wrestling every Tuesday morning too, but lately it's been UWF, but we're almost done. Is he coming out in a Nazi uniform?
Yes. Hey, wait. What is all of this?
Look at all of his war medals, though. You got to take him seriously.
Or what? What is it? All of this here.
That's the most intelligent thing you've ever said, Dave Brown. These are Ronnie's medals that I gave myself. Number one, this medal with your ignorant face on it is for putting up with you for a year. Get that camera in here. Zoom in on these medals. This right here is for Buckwheat Harris when I was his tag team partner and made the mistake of teaming with him.
Wow.
And this Cleveland Brown medal reminds me of Jerry Lawler because they're a big a loser as Lawler is. The Ghostbusters are for my fabulous Wildside. And this little munchkin over here is for Bill Dundee, the only midget that's allowed in professional wrestling.
Well, okay, that's ridiculous, is what I got to tell you.
Your opinion means nothing to me, Dave.
Listen,
let me tell you something before you
Your
interrupt me
opinion means
again.
nothing.
This means that Ronnie Gossett is declaring war. War, W-A-R. No more of making Ronnie Gossett the village idiot. No more powdering and diapering Ronnie Gossett. No more strap matches. I want all you goofs in the back to listen and listen good. And that includes you, Eddie Marlin. Ronnie Gossett is demanding loyalty and respect, even from my ranks here, the Wildside. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
From now on, we're going to be more vicious than ever. From now on, we will have no mercy on
Ooh, that snakehead Dave Brown.
Lawler, this crown is especially for you because every time I look at it, it's going to remind me of how I hate your guts. And believe me, I despise you.
Listen, your guys have got matches coming up in this one-night CWA
Got his
tournament to
canteen
crown
with
a,
him.
champion here. Do you realize these guys could end up going against each other?
That's all you're good for is causing dissension among my ranks. They won't be going against anybody. I don't know why you're even having
It was a divisive question.
In my opinion, they can beat anybody in it. So why save all that trouble? Give the belt to one of them today. We don't even need a tournament.
No, we're not going to do that.
Hey, Randy, that's what the Thorpes are going to say during their interview for Boyd Madness. They're like, now, what if it comes down to the two of you in the finals?
Tournament will occur, and these guys, if they end up wrestling each other, that's just the way it'll be. It's a one-night tournament to determine the new CWA champion.
Well, I guarantee you, ignorance, it'll be the Wildside.
Medal for
You
best
can take
eater.
that to the bank.
We'll just wait and see about that. We've got a match coming up here. If you gentlemen have said your say, then we'll get on with...
We'll leave when we're ready to go.
You don't have to ask
We'll
us
leave
to
when
leave.
we're
When
ready.
we get through talking, we'll tell you. You just be an ornament.
Oh boy, here we go. Wow, we've got him in a royal gray.
That I'm finished with Jerry Lawler.
Well, Lawler will have a lot to say about that, too. The King in here right now, ready for his match.
Get these Satanists out of here.
He's got
Make way for the Burger
stars
King.
on his helmet, but sergeant stripes on his jacket there. The King steps up into the ring right now, ready for a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. His opponent coming in, the Nature Boy, Buddy Landell.
Buddy Landell.
One-fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee here today. And Landell says he gets a chance to beat him on TV. Well, a lot of people have...
I'm going to beat you on
tried,
TV, Jerry Lawler.
Landell, the tough veteran, rugged wrestler. This should be a good match.
Landell on a hell of a run here. Freddy Krueger, Texas Dirt, and now Jerry Lawler.
Couple of big guys here. Referee Jerry Calhoun with the brief instructions, and here we go.
All right, Buddy versus Lawler.
Landell. Jerry Calhoun steps in between them and warns Landell about a doubled-up fist. They tie it up. Backed into the corner is Jerry Lawler. Landell backs away
Clean break from Landell.
It's a non-time.
Whoa!
I can tell you, 1, 2. Lawler hooked him, had him down for the 2 count. But Landell able to break out of it at the count of 2.
Well, man, they love that shit.
Yelling and screaming. Just wrestle all 3 of you. Guys, only just worry about the King. You don't have to worry about us. You're talking to us. We're not talking to you. We're over here to call the match. Landell wanting to know why the belt is not on the line.
Totally.
Non-title match. Never has been signed as a non-title match. That should not come as a surprise to Buddy Landell. It should also not come as a surprise that if he can beat the King here on TV today, that would certainly go a long way in putting him high on
What
the
a
list.
big match to get us started.
World
Wow.
title that the King holds. But Landell, crowd getting on him a little bit, and he's a little thin
Oh, look
skinned
at him. He's
about
right in
the
his
whole thing
face.
as he climbs out of the ring.
Eugene, was that Eugene Levy?
Why do I suspect that's just going to make it worse, huh?
Security, get this guy out of here.
Paying attention to about everything except Lawler. You know, sometimes this is a tactic that a wrestler will use, trying to lull his opponent into thinking.
He's trying to cool Lawler down.
Other things, and then try to sneak up on somebody. I don't think Lawler will be swayed by that at all.
What an
Middle of the
atmosphere.
ring again. They tie it up. Once again, Landell backs Lawler to the corner. This time he doesn't
Now
break
we're
it clean. He
getting
nails him with the
somewhere.
right fist. 2 minutes gone in the action here. 10 minutes the overall time limit of the match. Jerry Lawler against Buddy Landell. It is a non-title match, but an important match nonetheless.
Do I remember Buddy Rogers? I mean, I don't like Tom Cornell personally. I don't remember him, but I know. Yeah, I mean, I know who he is.
He's done it twice. Lawler goes after him again. This time he backs Landell into a corner. And this time he nails him with a right fist as the referee calls for a break.
I've been reading the biography about him slowly but surely.
Come to think of it, he can do that too.
Come on, ref.
He used the fist after Landell had nailed him twice, and now Buddy is complaining to the referee as though one of the great injustices in the history of the world had just happened to him. Landell back into a corner again by Lawler.
Well, it may be part of the match, but it's actually the ring stairs to get into the ring.
Lawler, referee's there, calls for a break. Lawler this time beals him out of the corner. Across the ring. Landell, he went to the tights and nailed Lawler. Yeah, sure. Using the forearm, he says. I don't think so. But Landell, nonetheless, with the upper hand at the moment as Lawler is on the mat. He picks Lawler up.
Sorry, I keep sneezing. The OG Nature Boy.
Landell, now very confident with a cover. Count of 2, but the king.
Oh.
At the 2 count. Landell,
You're not going to get the king with a nonchalant cover like that.
There by Buddy Landell. A lot of overconfidence maybe would be a better term.
Come on, buddy. Stay calm, buddy.
2 minutes gone in this one. Lawler has just nailed it with the right hand. Landell went to the tights again, and again he nails Lawler.
They do use the chairs, but it's more believable when they just hit each other. They have pretty shitty chair shots here.
Lawler back on his feet. Landell is there to grab him. Back into the corner.
There we go. Yes.
Landell just openly using the fist. The referee warning him about it.
Come on, Calhoun. Oh, ooh. Holy shit, he took his strap down on TV? Wow. There we go. Buddy needs to take a powder. Oh, come on.
By Buddy Landell as Lawler ducked out of the way. Landell.
He's getting out of there.
Down on the floor. Oh, it's a disqualification.
Oh, come on.
Jerry Calhoun has just disqualified Buddy Landell.
For what?
King gets his hand raised.
That should not be a DQ.
On a DQ. 5 minutes, 15 seconds of action, and Jerry Lawler has just
Come
got
on.
himself a victory here over Buddy Landell, who came in with that superior attitude.
If you want to see how it turns out, you got to buy a ticket to the Owensboro show.
Yelling at the crowd, using the fist, using some kind of foreign object. Finally, he nails the referee, and he is disqualified. He comes back into the
That
ring,
was
and Lawler comes after him.
unintentional
Landell out of
contact.
sight. It's time to leave. There he goes. After losing by disqualification.
Jerry
the
Calhoun
King
should be
with his
ashamed of
hand raised.
himself.
5 minutes, 15 seconds of action, and Lawler has himself another victory, again in a non-title match. Fans go after Jerry over there. I think you can tell who they were.
Tommy Necker, you would think that Eddie Marlin would have stepped in here and said, you know, set him straight, but no, he's asleep in the back.
Eddie holding the CWA heavyweight belt. Eddie, good to see
Oh,
you.
there he is.
Notice you
Hey,
got
I
the belt
just
in hand,
I
but-
just woke up. I didn't see the miscarriage of justice that just happened in the ring, Dave. Let's talk about whatever this is.
The tournament coming up here.
I just want to get Dutch out here to assure
Oh, look who Eddie Marlin brings out when he wants a star to launch this tournament with. Dirty Dutch.
last week wasn't a pick on Dutch Mantel Day. Rules are rules, and we have to abide by them. And, you know, I stated when we was out here last week we would sign a tournament. Tournament has been signed, and you are in it.
Well, Eddie, I don't have any hard feelings towards you, really, because I know rules are rules, and you got to follow them, and you got to do all this kind of stuff. But see, I, from deep in my heart, Texas Dirt gave me the belt, and I figured it was mine. But if we're going to have a tournament, that means I'm going to have to go through 12 guys, what I've wrestled 3 or 4 times. But I've had odds like that before. and
He's
I
going to
can
make
climb
sure
the
his
mountain, and that just means
grandson,
it's gonna
Jeff
be a little
Jarrett,
more
in that tournament, too, I bet.
nicer and sweeter if I can possibly take it back again. It's a long uphill climb. There's a lot of tough guys in this tournament, but one thing that bothers me, and I like it, I really do, the winner of the tournament gets a chance to meet Jerry Lawler for the Unified World's title. Am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Same night.
Same night.
That's what.
Oh, wow.
Are you talking? I thought I was talking, Dave, right? I guess you thought I was finished or something.
Discussion here.
Oh, but you get to meet Jerry Lawler the same night.
Right.
Well, now that means you're going to have to wrestle, if I'm right, if my little calculator's right in the back, 1, 2, 4 times, and then you got to meet Jerry Lawler for the world's title. To me, it seems like after you wrestle 4 guys, it seems like you should be a little tired. I don't know.
Wait just a second. Don't you think the belt that Jerry Lawler's got is worth wrestling 4 times to get a shot? When you had this title, you wouldn't.
I didn't have that title. You took it away from me, remember?
Well,
it's only been a week.
Texas Dirt
Dutch
had
is
it,
one of
you
your
wasn't in line
favorites.
for a
Don't
title
tell
shot.
F-Wood
But if you
that.
win this belt that night, You also get a shot at the world
Okay, okay.
He said his
It
favorite
is
wrestler
a
is
shot at the world
Special
unified
Delivery
title. A lot of
Jones.
guys want it.
Tom.
We agree on it.
Okay, thank you very much. And I'm going to be in that tournament, and I'm going to try my dead level best to take it back, and I want you to present it to me.
I hope I can.
All right. Dutch Mantel and Eddie Marlin. That one-night tournament coming up. We'll tell you more about it later on. We'll be back with more right here in just a moment.
Man, look at this. Completely accidental. Watch this. Completely accidental.
Michael St. John for
Oh,
CWA
look who's
Championship
back.
Wrestling. Cannelton, Indiana, tomorrow afternoon. Action your way at 3 o'clock on the card. The Rock and Roll Express. Freddy, Dutch Mantel,
Is he
and
Hall
many
or
more at the
Oates?
Candleton Gym. Tomorrow afternoon, Cannelton, Indiana at 3 o'clock. Action Hopkinsville, Kentucky this coming Thursday night. Western Kentucky Fairgrounds. Henryville, Indiana coming on Thursday, October 26th. Owensboro,
Magnum
Kentucky.
TA.
Action at the Sports Center this coming Wednesday night. Kevin Dillinger takes on the Soul Taker. Jeff Jarrett against Mike Davis.
Soul
The Nature Boy
Taker.
Buddy Landell takes on Freddy. Dutch Mantel against the Dirty White Boy. The Blackbirds with Harold Harris will take on Super Freddy. Dutch Mantel against the Dirty White Boy. The Blackbirds with Harold Harris.
Oh, that was like a
They'll take
digital
on Freddy.
artifact.
Dutch Mantel against the Dirty White Boy. The Blackbirds with Harold Harris will take on Superstar Bill Dundee and Dustin the Natural Rhodes. CWA Tag Team title in Owensboro Wednesday night.
Hangman
The Rock
Page's
and Roll
real
Express,
dad,
Rick
Magnum
Morton, Robert
TA.
Gibson, title on the line against the Wildside Chris Champion and Mark Starr and General Ronnie P. Gossett in their corner. Then for the first time ever in the history of wrestling, the World Unified Heavyweight Championship on the line. Jerry the King
Have you
Lawler
guys
will
followed that Power is it Power Town toys that Magnum TA got involved with?
take on an opponent. The fans decide. You'll decide by your voice vote at the arena Wednesday night. It'll either be Superstar Bill Dundee, Rick Morton, Robert Gibson, Dustin Rhodes,
Oh,
or
here
Dutch
we
Mantel.
go.
Bill, I know you'd like the shot at that title.
Michael St. John, it won't be either of the others because we all know who he's going to do it. Dustin Rhodes and I's taking out the Blackbirds early on, and Jerry the King Lawler. We all know who the fans are going to pick because when it comes to fighting, there ain't nobody does it better than you and me. And, brother, I'm going to tell you this up front because you're making me hot, Jack. You're getting every way to hang on to that belt because you're losing it, Lawler. Last week it was at the end of a tournament. This week they're going to have to wrestle twice, and you wrestle once. Yeah, Lawler, I don't particularly care for you, brother. I'm just going to tell you, when they pick Bill Dundee's name, I'm taking that belt off you, and I don't care how many times I go to wrestle. I hope they pick me because I want that belt, Lawler.
Heck, let's
Dutch
fucking
Mantel, you
go,
might
dude.
have a
I'm
shot at that belt.
sold.
Well, I may have a shot if the fans want me to have a shot at it, but I'm going to say one thing. Jerry Lawler, he's going to let the fans pick who he wrestles. And I think, you know...
This is like distinguished Dutch.
That's a good quality in Jerry Lawler, but, you know, everybody's already wrestled one match, and Lawler gets in there. Lawler, be on your toes when
Yeah, Greg Gagne.
All right, we're about ready to go with a tag team match now. It'll again be one fall, 10-minute time limit. Got the Blackbirds coming in here, the Iceman Parsons, and...
Move them out!
I hear the sound
Oh.
of rawhide. That means Dutch Mantel coming in. There he is with his partner for the day, Freddy.
That lady was really excited to see Dutch. Oh no, he's teaming with Freddy Krueger.
Going against the Blackbirds in this match.
Oh man.
The Dutchman climbs into the ring.
Freddy.
Freddy, says the crowd.
Fan favorite Freddy.
Balls on that right hand.
Let's go.
That got all day, says Dutch. Get him out here. Couldn't agree with you more, Dutchman. Here they come. Finally, Harold Harris leading the way.
Here come the Blackbirds.
Brown right behind, and Parsons following. As the Blackbirds come into the ring area now, they step up under the apron.
It's Dutch Mantel and Freddy.
And the shades back to Harold Harris. Remember, it's one fall, 10-minute time limit. Who will be starting for the team of the Blackbirds?
I can't believe how much mileage they're getting out of this. The fucking fans love it.
Nope. Both of them step through the ropes.
I'm just used to seeing him
Parsons
now.
Back outside, Brickhouse Brown is the one that starts against Dutch Mantel. A little misdirection.
Yeah, that's true, Tom.
Among the Blackbirds to get things started. Hey, what the Blackbirds had some words to say about this tournament that's coming up. Let's listen to what they said about it.
You know, I took a bit of a holiday for a couple of weeks, and all kinds of fun things happened when I got back. I hear that there's going to be a tournament for the CWA Heavyweight title. And you know what? We are the first black team. And this was the first black heavyweight champion. And guess what? I got a feeling that he's going to be the second black heavyweight champion one more time. And this man will take up his slack if he doesn't make it. And you know what that means? That means all you mud ducks, all you gutter sluts, don't come up to us with all this
Gutter slugs from
We
Abyssinia.
are high budget. We don't want to fool with any low budgets. Tell them about it, Brick.
Let me tell you something right now, just in case you people ain't briefed on what's happening.
Methadone Clinic, if you're watching this, and hopefully you'll see this in transcripts, that's how you do a let me tell you something.
We are high budget. We don't want to fool with any low budgets. Tell them about it, Brick.
Let me tell you something right now, just in case you people ain't briefed on what's happening. I am a two-time CWA heavyweight champion. Now, going through this tournament means one thing to me, and that's money. And Iceman, brother, I know one thing about it. Both of us can get the job done at any given time. You better tell them something, man.
See, Lawler, since day one, you understand, of professional wrestling, they never had a black world champion. But I put the icing on the cake. See, they call you the king, you understand?
You understand.
By the wrestling world. But when I was born, my mama held
Boy,
me
this
up in
couldn't
the
be
air
going on
and say, "This boy
any
is
longer.
gonna be a leader." Right? So I shall maybe king. By birth, you understand. Not a nickname. Like I told you, the birds are often imitated, but never duplicated. You understand? I can't wait until the tournament starts, because everybody know what's the word.
Every Rudy Poo in that tournament.
Lawler, sign the belt up. If you can't do it, let your girlfriends do it.
Ooh.
I don't know what you've been taking, but I like that.
Whoa. Whoa, look at these big backdrops he's putting out here. Freddy's House of Fire.
You Rudy Poo.
Rudy Poo, there you go.
Of your life, you Rudy Poo.
Yeah, I love territory wrestling.
Mantel on the Blackbirds. Iceman rolls into the ring.
I like how people come in, maybe sometimes even for just one match, and then you don't see them for a long time or ever again. There's like you always have a little core that shifts every once in a while, but then you like just bring people in for different amounts of times. It's not everybody's around for 3 or 4 years.
About coming in there to do battle with Freddy. Freddy steps out. Dutch Mantel is in now. So it's Dutch Mantel. Iceman Parsons. Parsons grabs Mantel, pulls him back in the corner. Brickhouse Brown holding him up from outside, while Iceman works on him with knee lifts primarily. Errol Harris had the referee distracted down the apron. Look at Parsons. He was pulling tights, no doubt about it. But he snapped Dutch Mantel down to the mat. Mantel back on his feet. Parsons to the corner.
Here we
the
go.
tag on Brickhouse. They double up. Dutch Mantel gets the double boot.
Oh, he's coming back.
Off of there.
Oh, Dutch with the hot tag to Freddy.
Here is Freddy.
Yep.
Freddy using that right forearm and an open hand. Dutch Mantel working on Brickhouse Brown. Look out, Errol Harris off the top rope.
Well, what's the referee upset about now?
And the referee saw Harris as he sailed through the air to land on Dutch Mantel with that.
Freddy Krueger and another win for Dutch Mantel.
Mantel and Freddy are going to be the winners of this one. So the manager interferes, and it cost his team.
Yeah, I think you might have been here, Tommy Necro. Earlier, there was a feud between Lawler and Buddy Landell because Buddy Landell stiffed him on a limousine bill.
Perhaps
and it turned into it was a blood feud, like a 1 or 2 week blood feud over the limousine bill.
They certainly lose it right there on disqualification. 3 minutes, 57 seconds. Dutch Mantel and Freddy get their hands raised. We'll take time out and be back with more.
Luna, who do you think would win in a match? Freddy Krueger or Hulk Hogan? I feel like you've seen a few Freddy matches now. What do you think? Could he have taken out Hogan?
Wrestling fans want to remind you that action returns
Well,
to
and in a lot of these guys in the territories could, even if they weren't the best promo, they could do an effective promo about anything. So, like, I could totally see somebody coming out and just being like, you know what? I just woke up this morning and I realized that I can't stand you. And just start a feud could happen off of that. Like, I could see that happening. I remember they had one too where Dutch Mantel was in a friendship with Buddy Landell and Bill Dundee. And they kind of, for no real reason, they just kind of drifted apart. And then Dutch turned it into like playing a sad song on a guitar and saying that like he never stopped liking them, they stopped liking him. So he didn't really know what they were even mad about. But if they wanted to fight, he wasn't going to say no, basically.
Evansville, Indiana, next Wednesday night. Candleton, Indiana, tomorrow afternoon, 3
Hulk
o'clock.
would never put
Action,
Freddy
Candleton,
over.
Rock and Roll Express, Freddy, Dutch Mantel, many more there. Hopkinsville on Thursday night at the Western Kentucky Fairgrounds. Henryville, Indiana will have more information on action coming your way on October 26th. Here in Owensboro, Kentucky, this Wednesday night. Listen to this. Kevin Dillinger takes on the Soul Taker. Jeff Jarrett against Mike Davis. Buddy Landell takes
Soul
on Freddy,
Taker?
Dutch Mantel against the Dirty White Boys. The Blackbirds with Harold Harris against Bill
What about
Superstar Dundee and
Muhammad the
Dustin Rhodes.
Butcher versus
CWA
the
Tag Team title
Israeli
match, the
heavyweight
Rock and Roll
champion
Express
Joshua
against the
Ben
Wildside with Ronnie
Gurion?
P. Gossett. Then in the main event, for the first time ever in wrestling history, the World Unified title on the line, held by Jerry the King Lawler. You, the fans, will decide between Bill Dundee, Rick Morton, Robert Gibson, Dustin Rhodes, or Dutch Mantel, who will be Jerry Lawler's opponent in Owensboro, this coming Wednesday night for that main event.
This guy's struggling.
Wednesday night.
Right now, Mike Davis.
Well, they're not going to pick Rick Morton or Robert Gibson because they're baby faces for sure. Big baby faces. Dutch is working baby face right now. I mean, they would have to be Bill Dundee, right? You would think that's who the fans would pick.
Chris Frasier, they're going to be going against. Oh, I hear the music. The Rock and Roll Express.
Oh, really? The Godfather? That would be cool. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, man, look at Rick Morton.
Rick Morton, Robert Gibson, they win
Drowning.
the CWA tag titles around their waist. This is a non-title match here today, but should be a good one as Rock and Roll RPM Mike Davis will have his
Oh,
Chris
Mike,
Frazier go
Maniac
against the
Mike
Express.
teaming up with Chris
Rock and
Frazier.
Roll.
This can't be, I was going to say, this
Robert
can't be the
Gibson
main
and the
event.
belts out of the ring.
I refuse to
We're
believe
about to
that.
get underway with some tag team excitement today. Referee says, let's go.
Okay, so Luna said that Freddy Krueger would win. It could be. He's pretty tough.
Rock and roll. Rick Morton starting against
Yeah, he
Mike
was
Davis.
he was gone for a while. Remember they had that one guy who always said "skewel"? He was like real sweaty, but he got the promo out at least.
Davis using the right fist. And a
Why don't they put
forearm.
EFD out there? Whatever happened to
Rick
him?
Across the way into the turnbuckles. Rick bounced out of there. Whoa, they double up a little bit. Nice move by Robert Gibson coming down the apron.
Oh, there you go.
Slowing
Yeah.
down Mike Davis just a little bit.
I think Master of Pain is in the territory till it ends. I think because CWA closes at the end of '89. I think I remember from the thumbnails from one of the December shows he's still around. That'd be pretty neat to get to see them tag team.
Makes the tag on Chris Frazier.
Yeah, I was going to say they kind of had their little click.
Crowd behind the Rock and Roll Express solidly as Chris Frazier steps in. Tag made. Rick sends Chris Frazier into the ropes, and they
Oh, what a rush. Tell him, Hawk.
Steps out. Robert Gibson
Wow.
stays in.
I can't do the throat. I can't do the Hawk voice today.
High boot. Frazier hits the mat. There's a cover. Count is 1, 2.
306 episodes. $1 per episode.
Had a shoulder up apparently, and
Eventually, EFD becomes like the booker. He's the owner of the territory. I think it might be after USWA. Is USWA still around when Power Pro is still around? Because EFD opens Power Pro Wrestling in Memphis. We watched some of that, and many people felt it was the worst thing they'd ever seen on this channel. I don't think that will be true anymore. I think we've watched much worse stuff since then.
Over to the corner, the tag on Rick Morton.
Did somebody say $306? Let me tell you something, Dave Brown. That's a hotel room and a bus ticket, brother. You don't leave a man on the hook for that kind of cash, man. What kind of a low-down dog would do that?
did they get this partner for me? Well, I don't know, Mike.
Now EFD will cut another promo on me. Even though I'm like one of his biggest fans.
That's what happened. Chris, oh.
He's still in danger of dying on death.
Rolls him down to the mat, count of 1, 2, and...
Boy, what a cocky cover. That just makes me not like him. I like to see people that are more kind of, you know, more humble in the ring. Like Brian Blair. He's getting, yes, perfect.
What is this?
He gave him a chance. What did he do? Oh, look at that. Come on, Mike. Enough of this Chris Frasier clown. It's really weird because he's dressed like he would be like a peace-loving hippie, but his attitude doesn't reflect that.
Oh, come on, Mike. Now, take it out of here with that.
They did have one, Luna. They did Freddy versus... We didn't get to see it because it was on an Owensboro show, but they had Freddy versus Jason, and then they also had Freddy and Jason teamed up against Frankenstein and the Wolfman.
Now by his partner. 2 minutes, 16 seconds the time. We'll take a break here, and we'll return.
Yeah, Chris Frasier should have thought about this. You're in the big league. Welcome to the big leagues, CF.
Participants in the one-night tournament that's coming up, of course, is going to be the King himself. Not that he's in the CWA tournament, but whoever wins that tournament gets the immediate shot at the World Unified title, which the King has held.
So in theory here, Lawler could clean up. He could run the tournament and then not have to face himself at the end of the night and have both belts.
And it's going to be an interesting night for you there.
Well, it is going to be an interesting night. It's kind of nice, though, to get to sit back and watch all of these other guys scrapping and clawing and fighting and biting and scratching to try to get to where you already are. See, now that's one good part of the situation. But the
we've only gotten to see Jason, I think, on TV a couple times, and I think only one match, I want to say.
When you got the athletes, the caliber of all these guys that
unfortunately
you got in this match or in this tournament, that the guy that wins that, the guy that comes out on top of all of those guys, is going to be, without a doubt, a worthy contender for the World Championship. So I'm going to just, as I said, I'm going to sit back, and what's going to make this real interesting is, you know, there's a situation that may occur here where, heck, I might have to wrestle against Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Bill Dundee or Dutch Mantel.
That's right.
Or Ricky Morton or Robert Gibson. Any of those guys. What I want to try to explain to some of the fans and some of the fans out there watching is that it really started for me back on May the 9th, 1988, when I first won the AWA World Championship, and I started taking this belt all over, not just all over the southern half of the country, but all over the United States and all over the world. Went to Japan, went to Canada, all over different countries, defending this title. And what
can we do, though, Randy?
When you go into these different areas, you're
the
always
King's
facing
territory.
their top contender in each one of these areas. And the thing that really brought it out the most,
Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson. I haven't seen too much of their
first guy I
stuff.
wrestled against was Kerry Von Erich. Now, I was used to coming out and the fans being on my side and being behind me, and quite honestly, you know, I feel like that fan support helps. But, I mean, when I walked out in Dallas, Texas, immediately, since I was wrestling their local hero, those people didn't even give me a chance to show them what a nice guy I was. I mean, brother, they were down on me. They were spitting on me. They were throwing cups. They were doing everything.
One match, Lawler's the Burger King.
What I brought along here today, they took their cameras. This is just last week now. They took their cameras down to Dallas, Texas, and they went at ringside, and they interviewed some of the fans that came to the matches there in Dallas. And,
this sounds like that cameo he sent that kid, remember, that Cornette reacted to.
I brought along some little clips to show you what they think of the King in Texas. And
he's
this
really
is what
invested
when you
in
have the
this.
World Heavyweight Championship and you go into these different areas and you wrestle the other people's favorite. So take a look at this, and I'll show you what some of these people think of the King and of Tennessee.
This is pretty interesting, though, honestly, like the Memphis fans getting a glimpse into like what's happening in Texas would, I mean, I would think that would be super interesting to think that like Jerry Lawler's your favorite wrestler, but in Texas everybody hates him.
As a matter of fact, in this entire area. So watch this.
Jerry Lawler is the creepiest, slimiest little rat I have ever seen in my life. My dirty socks look better than his face.
Yeah, he doesn't have no right putting Texas down. We're better than Tennessee any day.
Can't say on TV what I think of Lawler in Tennessee.
Say, Jeremiah,
So they hate that shit of him bad-mouthing Texas and praising Tennessee, but then he'll stay completely over as a babyface. It makes Lawler look like he's really consistent, which is really good booking.
Fight, man. Come fight with me.
Spike Dudley.
Yeah, I'm bigger and badder than I look. So you want some?
Is this Luna's brother?
Come with me, buddy.
Oh, God. I hate talking about him. But anyway, you talk about our state. I've been to your state, and I think it's, well, I won't say.
Mr. Lawler, you want to talk bad about the women in Texas? I wouldn't date one in Tennessee on my worst night, and I've been there.
Jerry the King Lawler, you're not as bad as everyone says. I think you're right about even with diarrhea.
Wow.
Well, Jerry Lawler, for one, he don't wrestle clean like, other wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? And besides that, Jerry Waller's got a big mouth. I can't stand an individual with a big mouth, especially
Jerry Walter.
Got a big mouth. Clean like,
diarrhea.
What I think, well, Jerry...
I think you're in there. Jerry the King Lawler, you're not as bad as everyone says. I think you're right about even with diarrhea.
What I think, well, Jerry Lawler, for one, he don't wrestle clean like, other wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? And besides that, Jerry Waller's got a big mouth. I can't stand an individual with a big mouth, especially Jerry Waller.
What about that?
What a man, I love that footage. Wow.
Down in Dallas, Texas. So you see how...
Remember when they caught up with that, like, she was like an elderly woman, but she had been coming to Memphis shows forever, and they were asking her, like, who are some of your favorite wrestlers? And she's like, oh, the good ones. Like, that was it. That's all that mattered to her, was like, she liked the good guys. Then they asked her who she didn't like to see, and she said the bad guys.
Situations like that occur.
What a time to be a wrestling fan.
Similar situation when I have to go against, if they come out on top in that tournament, a guy like Jeff Jarrett or Bill Dundee or any of those guys.
Sure, rock and roll, any of them, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's just the way.
See, in the Boyd, I'm a baby face because I put over the Boyd, but outside of the Boyd, since I put over the Boyd, I'd be seen as a what does Cody Turbo call me, a psychopath enabler?
Everything's going. You got the title. You have to put friendship on the back burner. You have to take them as they come.
Good old hillbilly fans equals and loyalty. They're bought into everything.
And Rick Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express, coming out here. Hello, Bill.
Kingfish.
Dustin.
You have got
Wow,
to
look
be
at this
the
outfit
smartest dude in
Dundee's
the
got
world.
on.
I'm going to take my hat off to you. You go off to Texas. I've been to Texas.
He looks like
You're
he's
right.
gonna
You're
get
the
shot
one
out of a
right down there.
cannon.
Soak it, I can soak it anybody right there. Now, you've had that belt how long? About a year or so?
A little over a year.
And I have asked you for a title match. I said, Lawler, wrestle me, please, just for this big old belt. I'll whoop you for everything else that you had.
Oh,
and
forget
you
about
never
it,
done
F-Wood.
You went off to Canada. You're right. You went to Japan. You went all over the place except your own backyard, brother. And then you got this bright idea and you went to Eddie Martin because you said, I know Bill Dundee's going to win the tournament. He's going to whoop everybody in here. But that'll be 4 times the little runt wrestled. Then he's going to have to come out and wrestle me for this belt. And I know the boy's got to be tired. You are the smartest dude in
Yep,
the
the
world,
natural.
Lawler.
So in other words, you think I went to Eddie Martin?
When he first came into Memphis, he was doing the American Dream shtick really, really heavy and like using all of Dusty's catchphrases. He's kind of started to get out of it, but it was really over the top in the beginning.
As for that title match that night, please, Bill, give me a break. Give me a break.
Yeah,
Liberace.
I've always told the people, boy,
I love that, like, the way that those two are dressed and the characters they play, like, getting over, like, with people really getting personally invested in their stories is just, like, the magic of pro wrestling that a guy that looks like Bill Dundee can make people buy in like that.
smartest
So
guy.
in other words, all cut and dried. You're going to win the tournament, huh?
Well, hey, man, what about... Well, Bill, you got to go through that big line right there, To me, it looks like everybody's going for a popularity contest. But first of all, you got to win matches to get to the title shot, Bill. I think I can walk over to you and get to a better fight, Well, let baby. me tell you something, brother. All I got to say about this is... all I got to say...
Methadone, there's another one.
Matches to get to the title shot,
Let me
Bill.
tell you something.
I think I can walk over to you and get to a better fight,
Well,
baby.
let me tell you something, brother. All I got to say about this is...
all I got to say this is, brother, the only contenders around here is Jerry the King Lawler and Bill Superstar Dundee, because we whooped everybody in here, and I whooped him more times than anybody else. And I got to whoop him for that belt, brother. I don't think you whooped us.
Never.
Let me tell you guys something.
Hey,
Now, I know that all of you right here have probably at one time or another had that belt. See, I haven't. I got a lot of things to prove to these people out here.
Oh, the Midnight Rockers, yeah.
Yes, I am from
They
Texas.
came through Memphis. We started watching in the beginning of the first episode of '86. They came in sometime during that since we've started watching Memphis. They had a couple little runs.
There's your problem right there.
That is another thing.
There's your problem. You're going to try to prove he just said, right? He's going to try to prove something to the people. Brother, on this particular night, you better just try to prove
get
to
out of
yourself
here,
that you can
F-Wood.
beat guys like this right here. And if you do beat them, then you better try to prove to me that you
Jerry
can beat
Lawler
me.
can put down the Texans all you want to. You're not
There
from
you go.
Texas. I am. You're from this lovely
That is
state
your
of Tennessee.
problem, man. You have my
Listen to me now.
The world need an enema with that sticky.
If I do happen to win that CWA title, and I step in the ring with you, you are going to feel what this elbow is all about.
Remember that lady in the crowd when Dustin Russell's, give him the elbow! Elbow!
Everybody out there and all you nice folks right here, brother, as you're all American by birth, and think of this, I'm American by choice because I had to go get a little piece of green card to say I could live here. So I want to be American, you guys got to be American, and I'm going to be the world's champion.
What does that have to do with anything? Why is he bringing up his immigration? He's just strutting off after that nonsense. Hey, I've got a green card. You're American, you're American. And then he just struts off the stage. What the hell?
Well, as I've said before, Dave, and it goes double for this week, the old king ain't going to be out there trying to win any popularity contests. I'm going to be out there to do one thing. That's hang on to this World Heavyweight Championship and kick a lot of butt in the process. And that's what I'm going to do.
And that their heel turn was so funny, too. It was so simple, and yet it really made it was completely effective. They just decided they wanted to take the money from the heel manager. That was it. But it completely worked. It just enraged the fans.
Okay.
And it gave all the baby faces something to, latch onto. But that's such a simple thing. Yet it completely flipped them from being like the most over babyface tag team to being the main heel tag team. Just because they wanted to get paid.
Night tournament coming up for that CWA title and the immediate shot at the King and the World Unified Belt. That is what is coming up. Hey, what? We've got a match here. No belt on the line in this one, but should be a pretty good one anyway, as we got Dirty White Boy coming in. Single match. Well, here's Tim Hall coming in right now. Boy, I tell you.
Tim Hall.
I don't envy Tim having to go against this big guy right here out of Bucksnort, Tennessee. Right back, says the Dirty White Boy, and I'm going to come up here and show you how I can wrestle. Well, that's the way to do it in the ring, not out here talking to us.
Ooh, Dave Brown, big talk once he's out of earshot.
And here we go.
Listen to the fans, man, cheering him on.
Tim, a young wrestler, boy, he has given away just tons and tons of experience to the Dirty White Boy.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that knee lift. Boy, that thing right there, a move like that can turn a match almost immediately.
Man, nice.
Boy, you put the neck breaker on it.
It was a shoot in Memphis.
Immediate trouble here. Dirty White Boy sits down on him. We're only 30 seconds into the action.
Was Bruno the manager that got him to switch over, or was it Robert Fuller? I can't remember. Man, remember Robert Fuller just like bulldozed into the territory and was there at the absolute top, cutting like 30 promos a show for like a year and a half, and then he was just immediately gone.
CWA Heavyweight Championship, and the winner of that tournament not only is crowned the CWA Heavyweight Champion, but gets a shot at the World's Heavyweight Champion, Jerry the King Lawler. Well, let me tell everybody, I'm sick and tired of being put in the back. Everybody looking over the Dirty White Boy. Well, let me tell you something, gentlemen. You listen up and you listen real good. I've got a lot of surprises in store when I show up to this tournament, you see, because there's nothing would suit me finer than winning this tournament and then going on.
Yeah, I like the attitude era.
Jerry the King Lawler for that world's title. And Buddy Landell, Blackbirds, Wildside, the Rock and Roll Express, none of them. Friendships don't let the ring, baby. It's time to get down and get nasty, and it's time to rumble. So be ready. Gentlemen, I'm coming for you. I'm coming to win. I'm coming to take it all.
Man, it makes me want to watch Smoky Mountain again. I wish we could watch that, but we can't.
Dreams of being the world champion, but few of them make it. Lawler has. He'll have that belt on the line. And that
He had some crazy promos in Smoky Mountain with Ron Wright and the Dirty White Girl.
Control here. Count of one. Yeah, he picks him up at the 2 count. Won't go for the count of 3. That's 2 or 3 times he's done that in the match so far. He seized control immediately. Tim Hall came out with a couple of good moves. A young fellow who has really came out to battle, but slowed down by first a knee lift and then a neck breaker immediately after that. Dirty White Boy seized control of the match and has not relinquished control since.
What an interesting crowd.
Nailed by the knee. Dirty White Boy yelling about it's going to be me and you, Lawler, for that world title.
Get up, Chris Frazier.
Now Dirty White Boy just insulting Tim.
My God. This is a mugging. Get the hell out of here.
Ropes, down under the floor.
Come on, Calhoun. Get him back in the ring.
Picks him up, back into the ring.
Well, that was productive. It's fruitful.
But again, he's not going for a pin. He picks him up. Whips him across.
Warrior promos? Oh, of course, yeah.
Power slam coming off of there.
That one where he just said like Hulk Hogan 50 million times.
White Boy up on the middle rope. Tim Hall trying to get back up on his feet. Dirty White Boy right there behind him just waiting.
Ooh.
Now takes him back down to the mat.
The move that took out. Oh boy, there's the Undertaker stop. Man, what a provocative pin this is.
This time he covers while he
wow.
And now takes him back down to the
He did the Undertaker like tongue out weird pose pin before Taker did. But this one is especially weird. It's like a spin move.
This time he covers. Will he make it stick?
Oh my God.
1, 2. Yeah, he does. 3 count.
What a disaster. Oh, wow.
Count of 1, 2. Yeah, he does. 3 count. Dirty White Boy with an easy win here today. 3 minutes, 46
What a disaster.
as he defeats young Tim Hall. We'll be back to tell you about
Oh, I thought that was
more
Chris
things
Frazier.
in just a moment.
Oh, I feel foolish now. Like to see a ticket stub? I bet Cornette has some. I think you can buy some. Oh no, you can buy Smoky Mountain tickets.
Next Wednesday night, Candleton, Indiana. Tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock, Candleton Gym. Hopkinsville Thursday night, Western Kentucky Fairgrounds. Listen to the action in
this guy.
Owensboro Wednesday night. Kevin Dillinger against the Soul Taker. Jeff Jarrett against Mike Davis. Buddy Landell takes on Freddy. Dutch Mantel against the Dirty White Boy. The Blackbirds.
Oh yeah, that's true for the TV show. Yeah, you might have still had a ticket. They just might have been free, or maybe they just let people in.
Rhodes. CWA
But yeah, these were free shows.
Rock and Roll Express put the belts up against the Wildside with Ronnie P. Gossett. And for the first time ever, you, the fans, will choose Jerry the King
What's
Lawler
up, Lord Piff?
for the World Unified Heavyweight Championship belt. Will it be Bill Dundee, Rick Morton, Robert Gibson, Dustin Rhodes, or Dutch Mantel? You, the fans, will decide Wednesday night in Owensboro.
Oh yeah, we got time for a main.
Rock and Roll Express,
oh boy.
you're going down like the Titanic in Owensboro, Kentucky. I'll be in Candleton, Indiana tomorrow, and I hope Freddy shows up because you've been nothing but a pain in my side. Freddy, I'll take care of you myself tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock.
Jerry the King Lawler.
Well, being honest, he has had a pretty strong feud with Freddy Krueger. That when he was booking that one, when he narrowly evaded being powdered and diapered and won the match and was able to book for a week, I think he used it trying to like basically handicap Freddy Krueger, and then he also put Bill Dundee in a midget match.
Or has some special comments about the big match Wednesday night in Owensboro.
You know, I just want to say that this week in Owensboro is a little bit of an unusual situation. First time since I had this.
I wonder if Jerry Lawler was Texas dirt. He's got hairy shoulders.
That the fans are actually going to get to pick my opponent, so I'm kind of, well, I'm looking forward to it in a way. But by the same token,
thank you for 578
I'm not coming to
subscribers.
Owensboro to try to win any popularity contest with the fans to pick me to wrestle Jerry Lawler. But you know, Jerry, on down the road, I've wrestled many world champions. And I got to say, I've wrestled you too. And you're the toughest opponent I ever wrestled, Jerry, has been a world champion. Right. I beat Ric Flair. I beat Dick Bockwinkel, which they weren't title matches, but I wish they were. But the one thing in my life, my goal is to be a world heavyweight champion. So, Jerry, if you have to wrestle me in Owensboro, I'm coming after you with everything I got. I know at one time before my head wasn't screwed on right, but now it is. If I step in the ring with you, I hope I get 2 in Owensboro. It's the fans' choice to pick. I know you.
No, I think it sounds like you're begging them to pick you now. Wait just a minute. There's going to be some other.
Yeah,
guy.
the gossip
There's gonna be
booking
this
was an
Wednesday night. I
interesting
want you to
show.
know that whatever it takes, I'm hanging on to this belt. Well,
The midget match.
Bill Dundee and Dustin Rhodes will be coming in here in just a moment to go against the Wildside.
Yeah, let's go, Buddy Landell.
The nature boy himself, Buddy Landell, for a word or two about, I'm not sure what. Buddy?
You know, I heard a lot of people come out here and blowing a lot of hot air, Dave Brown. But if you'll remember back about 3 or 4 weeks ago, they held a tournament down in Florida that the nature boy Buddy Landell won.
Yep.
I beat Kerry Von Erich, Dory Funk Jr., Dick Slater. I beat Mike Graham, Steve Kern. I beat every swinging soul in professional wrestling to get a shot at the Unified World Heavyweight Championship. Now, when I got that shot, me and Jerry Lawler wrestled 40 minutes. That's what I'm talking about, okay?
Tell him,
now,
buddy.
That's my credentials. I've been a champion before. Unlike some of these other
We're
guys
here for
coming
you,
out here
Luna.
and trying to grab the elusive brass ring. You know what I'm talking about? I'm saying my name speaks for itself, okay?
True.
Now, Jerry Lawler, I stomped you today on TV. I'm going to win the match I'm going to win all the CWA. Let me just say this. The biggest thing that I'm going to take in the ring is my ego. And if I have to slap the figure 4 leg lock on Bill Dundee, Goofy Dustin Rhodes, and everybody else, that's
Goofy
exactly what I'll
Dustin
do.
Rhodes.
You're looking at your new champion, baby.
Well, you're certainly looking at one of the top contenders as Buddy Landell.
There you go, Lord
You're
Piff.
also looking at the contenders right here. Dundee and Dustin Rhodes.
I love Buddy.
A couple of more
He's got his
contenders
own
coming this way, too. Right here, the
emote.
music, that means the Wildside. Mark Starr and Chris Champion.
Oh no, the Wild Side's in the main event.
General Ronnie B. Gossett waving that Wildside flag.
ATF Media loves Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin.
Expiration of time match. Maybe 1 fall, maybe 3 or 4.
Let's go.
Wildside will be going against Dundee and Dustin Rhodes.
What a lineup of matches we've seen today.
In there, and Dundee and Dustin, I think, wisely move out of the way. I tell you what,
You can tell these morons to quit calling me Porky.
Quit calling me Porky.
well, Bill Dundee over to speak with the crowd there just for a moment. I don't think telling them that's going to do any good, Ronnie. They just kind of call it as they see it. Wildside now taking off the jackets. The snake has been safely passed out of the ring.
What happened to Ricky Morton was real mad at him, remember? And he said he called him Satanists.
Going to be starting against Mark Starr as the Wildside goes against Rhodes and Dundee. Been looking forward to this match for quite some time, let me tell you. Dustin Rhodes leaps over Mark Starr.
Oh, no.
Dustin, nice move.
Hey, take it easy.
And Mark Starr makes the tag on Chris Champion.
Jerry Calhoun.
Champion finds himself immediately lying on his back in the middle of the ring. Put there by Dustin Rhodes. Dustin, boy, what a fine athlete this young man has proven to be. He came in with the Rhodes name already behind him, and he had established himself earlier. And he came into here, and boy, he's been making noise ever since.
Here comes Dundee. Oh, boy.
Wrapping up those arms, and now Chris Champion finds himself smacked in the chin by Bill Dundee. He crawls over to the corner and makes the tag. Mark Starr of the Wildside is now in there.
Rat Talon is looking rough. Cornette said that the new guy, the new generation, ran the Rats off because there was no one to service them.
Starr tried to reverse him, and Dundee let him have it with a right fist. A little Aussie, a real battler. It doesn't make any difference who he steps in there against. He's going to come after you head on. Dundee ducks under. Comes head on.
Yeah, they bring it up every once in a while, like the Satanist stuff, but it never really seems to go anywhere.
Mark Starr presses him down to the mat.
Oh, my God.
General Gossett. 4 stars on the helmet, but Sergeant Stripes on the...
I'd knock him down and take those medals.
Sorry, General Ronnie Gossett, not Private Ronnie Gossett. With medals that look very much like buttons. Anyway, enough about Gossett. The action in the ring as Dustin Rhodes and Chris Champion. This Wildside, certainly not fan favorite.
Jarrett was the rat. Well, I mean, the Rock and Roll Express being in the territory's got to spike the rat population a little bit.
They're a rugged tag team. Champion and
Bill
Mark
Dundee.
Starr, they have gotten together and won a lot of matches. Don't like the way they've done it especially, but they've got victories in their column. Cover by Dustin Rhodes. He got a 2
Cody
count.
Turbo, would you have been okay with being a Memphis television job guy if it meant putting a few bucks in your pocket and getting to wet your beak with the rats? Do you think that would have been a good enough wrestling career for you?
Crowd has joined us today for CWA Wrestling. They are solidly behind Dundee and Dustin in this match. Whoa, Billy missed with a drop kick. That can be costly. Especially against a team like the Wildside who will take advantage of a mistake. They'll go after a weakness.
Hey, come on, Calhoun.
Dustin Rhodes there to save the day and prevent a 3 count on Dundee. Dundee's head run into the boot of Chris Champion over in the corner now.
You're not looking to hit every 10 in the crowd. You're just looking to wet your beak.
From outside. Thank goodness the referee's nearby, but Dundee now rolls out of the ring, and Gossett's got that helmet off and smacks Dundee in the top of the head with it. Gossett getting involved in the action. Dundee staggering back to his feet. He's just been nailed by that helmet.
Let's go, Bill. Let's go.
Dundee over to the corner.
Man, the crowd is just, man, they love this.
Dustin working on Mark Starr. Dundee's got Chris Champion back over in the corner. He's got them all in there. Whoa, Gossett passed the
come on.
flag into Chris Champion, who nails Dundee. Referee saw it and has called for a disqualification. A DQ because the flag was in there. They thought they had the referee.
He should have given him a little bit of leeway. There's a lot of hard feelings here.
Had in his hand. It's a disqualification on the team of the Wildside.
Disqualification. We didn't do anything to be disqualified.
Now we saw the flag, Gossett. We're going to check time and be back with you. Day here today, opening match, Lawler going against Buddy
Wow,
Landell.
another DQ.
Landell was out here, and he claims that he beat Lawler all over the ring. It wasn't that way exactly. As a matter of fact, Landell ended up losing the match by disqualification. Lawler gets the hand raised. It was a non-title match, which had Landell upset, by the way. He felt
yes,
he should
just
be
giving
wrestling
him a
for the
warning
title here today. But Lawler gets the win over Buddy Landell. It was Dutch Mantel and Freddy defeating the Blackbirds, Iceman Parsons and Brickhouse Brown. It was the Rock and Roll Express, Rick Morton and Robert Gibson, taking the measure of Mike Davis and Chris Frasier. Frasier got pinned. Davis, his partner, unhappy about it, so he turned on his partner. He attacked Chris.
I think that was one of my favorite parts of the episode when Maniac Mike flipped out after the match ended and just beat up, was it Chris Frasier or Hall that he beat up?
Frasier in there, as if Frasier hadn't had enough trouble already for the day.
Then who beat up Hall? I don't know. So Frasier got beat up by Maniac Mike after the match. Then who beat up the other guy?
Roll gets the victory.
Hall.
Dirty White Boy defeated Tim Hall.
Dirty White Boy. There we go.
Then it was Bill Dundee and Dustin Rhodes winning 2 straight by disqualification over the Wildside and their manager.
He did get the Sunny Pie.
Ronnie P. Goss. We'll have more for you next week. Hope you'll join us then. Until then, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
All right, I got to go. Thank you for hanging out, though. If you're just here for wrestling, I'll be back on Tuesday for UWF and then again on Friday morning for Memphis Wrestling. I'm going to be back actually in about an hour, but it's not going to be wrestling related. So if you're just here for wrestling, it'll be Tuesday morning and Friday morning, but I'll be back in about an hour for Boit Watch Live. So thank you guys for hanging out. I think it was 3 really good episodes overall. I think a lot of good action in there. But thank you so much for hanging out. I do appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you guys soon.